What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. Hope everyone is doing quite well. It's been a while that I actually did it live, but I have a lot to talk about today. There's been a lot of foolery that's been happening this past week. I know some of you guys have been paying attention. What's been going on in Brazil? What's been going on in Colombia? What's going on in Thailand? So, this is going to be definitely an open conversation, man. I'm going to open the lines up to you guys to join the conversation. I don't want this to be me just lecturing and just talking, but I really want to have a conversation around addressing the foolery of the Passport Bro so-called movement. And this will be my last ever time talking about Passport Bros. It's time for me to move on. Yeah, I'm moving on to greener pastures. It's traveling season. I'm actually heading to Dominican Republic. Next week, I'll be out there for 3 weeks, 3 weeks in DR. I have out there, looking forward to it. If you guys going to be out there, I will be celebrating my 45th birthday. Yes, I'm turning 45 years old. I'm getting old. But I feel great, guys. And I want to turn up. I want to turn up for my birthday. If you guys up in the North Coast, Puerto Plata area, the Sosúa area, Cabarete area, hit me up, man. I'm definitely trying to do something nice for my 45th birthday out there. My birthday's on April 18th. If you guys in the Dominican Republic, the North Coast, hit me up. Let's join me for a drink. Let's go out and have a great time and go from there. But as I said, I have a jam-packed conversation to talk about surrounding Passport Bros and discuss some of the foolery. I don't want to use the F word, but some of the nonsense that's been going on. Of course, you guys heard that Austin Holloman has denounced or disassociated himself from Passport Bro, as well as his sidekick. His sidekick is Floyd. He's another person who just recently disassociated himself from Passport Bros. These were the two gentlemen who were pumping their chests and screaming from the pulpit, Passport Bro this, and Passport Bros that. And today I want to really talk about the optics. You know, I'm a brand strategist. I'm a marketer. I have a marketing background for over 20 years. I actually help corporate companies run their marketing strategy. And from day one, I saw so many errors, so many red flags about this movement. Simply the fact that they did not pay attention to the optics. And we're going to go in greater detail as far as what is the optics. If anyone, you guys who has a business, you understand that your brand is everything. Your overall perception, how people perceive you, is extremely important. So as a businessman, you need to be mindful as far as how people perceive your business, the services you offer, or your product. The Passport Bro just literally came out screaming, pumping their chests that, hey, the reason why they're traveling is to find a submissive woman. And that alone is a red flag. That speaks volume. And whenever you have someone bragging about having a passport, I don't know, that's kind of suspect to me. I mean, guys, I have 3. I'm actually on my 3rd one. I'm not new to this. I've been traveling for quite a while. Shit. When I was born, I was traveling. I came into this country illegally with my mother. Yes, I came into the United States in 1978 with the rest of the Haitian and Cuban immigrants on a boat. So I've been traveling from day one. Of course, I became an American citizen and I got my passport and everything else. So I've been traveling since. But having a passport is nothing to brag about. There's nothing to brag about. It's actually just a privilege that, hey, you're one of many so-called millions of people who have the ability to travel. That's nothing to brag about. But somehow this whole Passport Bro movement they felt the need to pump their chest via social media, letting everyone know that they got a passport, That's what they do. They flex it. Hey, I got a passport. I got a passport. And that don't mean shit. That don't mean a goddamn thing. Because true travelers, see, I got a Brazilian visa. So I can still go to Brazil. Even though Brazil has they require a visa. I think they're going to require a visa this summer. I still have my 10-year visa. So I can still go to Brazil with no issues. But when you pump your chest and start talking shit about certain gender, certain race of people, you automatically will start having a negative attention towards yourself. And when you do that and you don't check yourself and you don't check your behavior outside the US, you tend to fall on your face flat. As you guys know, Mr. Austin Alleman and the rest of some of these other passport bros been acting up overseas, where they have drawn media attention. I mean, they even drawn government attention to the point where now they're literally are hit pieces article talking about passport bros. I bet you right now, guys, I challenge you guys to Google passport bros and see what comes up. Nothing positive. Guys, if someone were to Google your name, what will come up? Something positive or something negative? Now, that's something that I always tell people when they think about their marketing strategy. It's like, okay, if I were to Google your name, what will come up? Would it be something positive that, that I want to learn more about you? Or would it be something negative where I don't want to know nothing about you? So the passport bros were able to actually create a negative environment, a negative connotation about themselves and how they move, simply by just overdoing it, just over flexing, over talking, over bragging. And it just got to the point where now there are multiple hit pieces in different countries. There was a hit piece in the Philippines. There was a hit piece in Colombia, and now there's one in Brazil. And I'm going to share one of the hit pieces that I recently came up. And again, we're focusing on the optics, guys. The optics, like how people perceive you and the perception that you give to others. So let's share this one right here. Got so many windows open. All right, this one. All right, I'm sharing my screen. Can you guys see it? Yeah. Okay. I'll make this a little bigger. Guys, just the image alone is powerful. The image, look at the image. And again, this is in Brazil, this is in Portuguese, and this is in regards to the whole Passport Bros activities in Brazil. And again, this could be, overly pushed based on a certain agenda. However, the perception is there. The people have this perception that, hey, the Passport Bros are traveling for sex. That's what you guys are known for. As much as you guys want to position yourself, no, we're out there starting businesses, or we're out there giving, helping the kids and everything else. That's not people perception. The people perception of you that you're traveling for sex. And this is Brazil. And again, guys, look at the image. The image itself is so powerful that when you read the details of this, it's kind of like, damn, man, how the hell within 2 years, I wouldn't even say 2 years, within a year and a half since this whole Passport Bro hashtag started, you guys get national attention. We have several veterans who've been traveling for 30 years, 40 years, nothing. But somehow within less than 2 years, you get the country, one of the largest country in the world, national news. I mean, I don't know what to say. And the thing is, it's funny that people are so quick to label you a passport bro. Just recently, about a week ago, I went to a house party and I was talking about, hey, I've been traveling, whatever. And one of the ladies put me on the spot. She said, are you a passport bro? And I was like, shit. I was like, damn, I got to answer this question. And I never thought I'll be in a position to answer this question. So I stood silent for a good 2-3 seconds to gather my thoughts. And I said, no, I'm not a passport bro. And I explained the reason why I'm not a passport bro. I basically said, hey, I've been traveling for over 20 years. I never traveled to seek a submissive woman or a subservient woman, or I've never traveled to put down one particular race of women to uplift another. You know, it just basically listed all the negative things that the Passport Bros have been doing that I'm not doing. And I was quick to reference, hey, I got a website, blackmantravels.com. Go there and you could pretty much have a general idea as far as who I am as a traveler. I'm a travel blogger. I'm a photographer. And I like to share my experience with other Black men. And that's what I said. But the thing is that I never thought that someone would literally ask me if I'm a Passport Bro. And it was at a house party. And I remember I was getting some nacho dips. I was getting some nachos, cheese sauce out of my nachos. And, you know, we're all sitting, you know, talking in the kitchen area. And, you know, we're talking about traveling. You know, the girls, they got plans. They're going to Greece and whatever. And, you know, I told her, yeah, I got some trips lined up, whatever. You know, I'm going to DR, of course. I'm going to Portugal. I'm going to East Africa. I'm going to Belize. Then, of course, out of nowhere, are you a Passport Bro? Are you one of these guys that, you know, we hear so much about? And again, that threw me off guard. But lucky for me, I'm a smart man. I'm a marketer. I was able to, you know, jump back on my feet and answer the question. So, no, I'm not a Passport Bro. But I just want to address just the overall optics that the Passport Bro movement have been doing. Instead of you guys moving in silence in regards to like creating a platform for other Black men, teaching other Black men how to travel, how to maneuver, and how to conduct themselves. No, you guys chose to pump your chest, talk shit, and feel the need to brag when most of you guys are not even traveling. Let's keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And again, I'm going in today, and this will be my last time ever talking about this. I will not be doing any live streams, discussions. I will not be doing any more blogs about it. I will not post any topics around Passport Bros. Now, if you do something stupid, which I got a lot of content to share with you guys, I'll probably share it. But you know what? After tonight, I am done. I am so done with this shit. Because the shit that I'm seeing and the shit I'm about to tell you guys is like, you know what? Can the Passport Bros turn this shit around? They can, but I don't think they will. So you got to figure out, are you a Passport Bro or you're not? And if you're not, you got to find a way to you know, make sure that you're not associated with them. Again, there's nothing wrong with being a Passport Bro. If you want to be a Passport Bro, if you feel the need to be part of a group of travelers, you know, fighting against, you know, all the feminism and all the stuff that you guys like to talk about, go for it. For me, I don't have any issues. You know, I'm not an angry red pill. You know, I'm not a save yourself Black man. You know, I'm not a, you know, whatever you want to call all these different lingos and words you guys are creating every day. I'm just a Black man who travels. That's it. I'm gonna keep it as that. I don't want nothing else. But to tie in with this this article right here, right? There was a reference about there was screenshots captured, and I seen the screenshots of dudes were secretly placing video cameras in these apartments, recording Brazilian women. I seen the screenshots, guys. I seen it. Ah, man. I don't know how you're gonna bounce back from that, man. To be honest, it's not a good look if you secretly recording people, you know, indoors, and there's conversation chats between members within this Discord talking about, hey, how can I get this camera, or where should I position this and position that? Guys, that's not a good look. That's kind of disgusting. It's creepy. The level of thirst is literally off the roof. And they got all that captured, guys. I'm not, you know, I'm not part of this Discord. I was never part of it. Actually, guys, I've been kicked out most of the other Black male travel groups. I don't want to call out their names, but majority of them I've been kicked out of simply for just voicing my opinion. One thing I noticed about this whole movement, if you decide to talk completely different and check dudes, because you for one have been traveling, you have receipts, and you tend to check these people and you don't fall in line, they have a problem with that. So I've literally been kicked out of most of these groups. At least the big groups I've been kicked out of. So the only group that I have is my group, and I have no excuse group. And that's it. Every other group I've been literally kicked out. And I'm okay with that, man. It's like I never those groups never served any purpose for me because I'm at a point in my life where I gain nothing from them. I mean, I could brag about what I do and places that I've been, but at the end of the day, majority of these people are not travelers. They desire to travel and they'll live through, vicariously through other people, but they're not really travelers. But just going back to the article, guys, this was this was published this week, and it's very disturbing, guys. And they have names. They have names, man, guys. And to you Facebook groups out there that kicked me out, be thorough who you let in your groups. I understand you guys like to brag, I got 20,000 members, I got 18,000 members, I got 12,000 members. That shit don't mean a goddamn thing if you're not, if you're not verifying who's in your group, because you guys been infiltrated. And I seen screenshots, I seen the stuff that's being posted that the Brazilian authorities have, and it's not a good look. Again, less than 2 years, guys, you were able to draw this much attention. You guys wanted attention, now you have it. You have it. Here's another article. Oh, 1 second. Here's another. I'm going in tonight. I'm going in today, and this will be my last time ever talking about Passport Bro. I could give a flying fuck about the entire movement. I wish them the best. They have a lot of cleanup to do. Yeah, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm okay being the lone traveler, black man travels, and I'm okay having 1,700 subscribers. I'm okay having 3,000 members in my Facebook group. I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I'm focusing on quality, not quantity. So here's another article. Let me pull this baby up. Hold on. All right. There you go. All right, guys. This was published in Colombia, Medellin, this week. Oh my God, guys! Again, how much attention are you going to draw to yourself? Now, Medellin posts an article about you guys. They call you guys Passport Boy. Now, personally, I think it's an insult as a grown-ass man to be labeling himself as a Passport Bro. I mean, it just, you got people saying that you should call yourself Passport Kings and Passport that, whatever. Listen, man, just be a black man who travels. Just be, fix something simple, man, because now, the optics behind Passport Boy. I mean, do you guys find that insulting a little bit? Passport Boy? Hold up, man. These comments are coming in. Hey, I'm going in. Fuck it. I don't care. I got no damn friends, man. Shit. Dude, let me tell you this. I got receipts, man. And the thing is, I've been doing this shit for a long time. I've been part of this travel movement for a very long time. I've been quiet, but I got receipts and people know who I am. Let me post some comments up before I read into this article. What's up, bro? Peace to the chat. Happy birthday, brother. Thank you, man. Yeah, man. My birthday is April 18th, the big 4-5. Yeah, man. Looking forward to just going out there and partying and having a good time. Call my man Sidekick. He was kind of like a sidekick, man. His whole demeanor was like a sidekickish. This shit's funny, man. Rich Free, I stunt my passport around my neck. Bling bling. Hey, man, look. Like I said, man, dude. Once you've gone through a passport, what they do is they clip it, so you can't use it anymore. You guys can't really see it, but they actually clip it. So I have 2 passports that have been clipped already. This was my first passport. My second, now this is my third. So this is no flex to me to actually say, hey, I got a passport. I'm going to the Philippines. I'm going to Thailand. I'm going to Brazil find me some subservient wife. Nah, man, I don't need to do that shit, man. Been doing this shit for a long time, man. It's just like whatever. What's good, nephew? All right. Same thing when you versus Big Balls about lumping us into the same group. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, guys. If you guys don't know, I've actually participated on several live debates. I debated with No Excuse, and I recently just debated with Big Boss. Again, I basically said the same thing that I'm saying now. I'm not hiding how I feel. You know, I've always told guys, listen, man, the way you conduct yourself and how you move is extremely important. I don't feel the need that we should be pumping our chest, putting down a group of people to make our point across. If you're done with a certain people, dude, keep it moving. What's the point of you having long live streams bitching for 5-6 hours about traveling, but you're not traveling? And that's the crazy thing about all this shit, man. Most of these dudes that claim this passport bro movement don't even have passports. Most of these guys that claim passport bros don't even travel. And what kills me the most of these guys that using passport bros as a platform, like with their YouTube channels, dude, they don't show their receipts. They're telling guys, get your passport. But guess what? Have they ever showed their receipts where they've gone to, places they've been? No, they haven't done that. Look, the whole hashtag passport bro is a come up. It's a come up. It's a very interesting topic. Again, it's a hot topic via TikTok. It's a hot topic via YouTube. So yes, you want to align yourself to a topic that's actually, trending. So yeah, you can have anyone who never picked up, who never has a passport, just go ahead and say, hey, yeah, I'm a passport bro. And what they're going to do too, right? Now they're merging the whole manosphere, red pill arguments with traveling, which they don't mix. So now you have dudes that used to talk about manosphere, MGTOW, talking points, merging it with traveling. So now you have angry men traveling. And guys, one thing I want to say this, man, as you start traveling, avoid these dudes overseas that are angry. Those guys are dangerous, man. The guys that somehow they still mad at the world, even though they're surrounded by beautiful women, they're surrounded by like beautiful atmosphere, they're still angry. Stay away from them because stay away from them, man, because man, they're depressing. It's like, bro, you around all this beautifulness and you still bitching. That's that whole manosphere, that rage red pill, yeah, stay away from them. If you see them, run. Run. Oh man. Passport movement ain't nothing but another term for passport pookie. Hey, that's a good argument. Honestly, is there a difference between a passport bro and a passport pookie? You guys tell me. Tell me in the comment section. Is there a difference between a passport bro and a passport pookie? Personally, I don't think there's a difference. It is what it is. Runway Boys, Brazil was warned women about passport bros making TikTok videos because of that bullshit. Yeah, man. Look, guys, I started a TikTok page 2 months ago. Now I have over 700 followers now on TikTok. It's a fun tool, man. It's a nice, TikTok is good when you're like, when you go take a shit and you got some time to kill and you want to be on your phone, jump on TikTok. But once you're done taking your shit and wipe your ass, just get off of TikTok, because TikTok will make you fall into a damn deep rabbit hole where there's nothing but nothingness. And just people just literally complaining, crying, posting weird shit. So again, TikTok is cool if you're going to use the bathroom, you got number 2, and you're going to be in there for a little minute, jump on TikTok, man. That's a good mind-numbing experience. But one thing I did, I came across a bunch of TikTokers around passport bros, and it was all about the same shit, man. Guys were just literally complaining why they're traveling, and mainly because they're women. That's the reason why they were traveling, because they're disgruntled, they're unhappy, and they want to go find another woman in another country, not knowing that it's super expensive to travel overseas to find a woman. And because the thing is, you got to fly back and forth, lodging, rent a car, making time. Dude, it's not easy to build a long-term relationship with a woman overseas. And that's one thing is, there's really that many, there are not a lot of guys who have relationships overseas. The guys that I know who have relationships overseas, they actually live in those countries. There are a couple of guys that do have relationships, but they constantly flying like every other month. But most guys don't really have a sustainable relationship living in the United States while having a foreign woman overseas. Most guys don't. It's the true reality of it that most guys don't want to talk about. Good. You don't need to be associated with those knuckleheads. All right, cool. But yeah, just going back to the article, this is another hit piece in Colombia now. Granted, guys, this week Brazil just released a hit piece on Passport Bros, and now Colombia just actually did one on Passport Boy. Again, that's the most insulting thing to be labeled as, a passport boy. You're a child. That's how Colombians view you guys, a child. And it's a long article. I read it. Basically, you guys are traveling there for sex. You guys trying to masquerade it as you looking for a relationship. We're going there for looking for love. I want to find a submissive woman that could do this for me and live in. Yeah, you on a pocket Jerez to find a wife. You're going to the clock tower to find a wife. Granted, guys, I'm not even drinking wine today. I have my juice here. Wine's tomorrow, but I got my juice here. I'm just going to let everything out today, man. I'm done. But anyway, the hit piece, guys, the article is very telling. Yeah, it just literally just sums up that Passport Bros are masquerading their intentions and finding a wife to find cheap entertainment. They named the areas where these guys go and hang out. I'm like, wow. They naming the spots. Gusto. Bacajeres. They're naming all the spots, man. I'm like, what? Someone is pillow talking, guys. You guys need to check your circle, man, because a lot of guys are pillow talking out there, and you letting people know what y'all doing, and that's not good. That's not good. And it wasn't like that 5 years ago, 10 years ago. It wasn't like that. Like, how the hell everything changed as soon as you guys came into the mix? I was going to Medellin, Colombia since 2015. No issues. Man, I started in Medellin, went to Cali, went to Bogota, Barranquilla, Cartagena. You know, I even went to Buenaventura. No issue. Great time. Now I'm hearing all type of madness and foolishness is happening across these cities, man. I'm like, what the hell happened? So again, the whole implosion of the Passport Bro with Austin leaving and his sidekick Floyd leaving. What's going to happen now? Because people position them as the leaders or the face of the Passport Bro. So now that your face has gone, what happens next? Who's going to be the next person to pick up the mantle and lead the Passport Bros into the next 6 months? I think it's important that we need to get back to the basic, guys. The basic, and why are we traveling? This whole pumping your chest, you know, I got a passport, bragging about, you know, women there versus there. Guys, stop it, man. It doesn't make any sense. Because at the end of the day, listen, your travel has a start date and it has an end date. What you do between that start and end date determines what type of experience you have. I tell people that all the time, guys. Go out there, enjoy yourself. Now, if you decide you want to become a digital nomad, you want to become an expat, then that's different. Put yourself in a position to live in those countries. But if you're just an ordinary traveler, man, shut the fuck up and go out and enjoy yourself, man. Pumping your chest, wearing certain clothes that's going to draw a lot of attention, which I highly recommend that you guys don't wear certain shirts out in certain countries. You're a walking target. It is what it is, man. This is not the right environment, man. And again, I've been doing marketing for quite a while, and I pay attention what's trending, what's you know what is the fad. Right now, it's a hostile environment, guys. It's a very hostile environment, especially in Colombia and Brazil, because people know who you are. When I was traveling to those countries, people didn't know who I was. It was just like I kind of blend in, especially when I went to Salvador. Salvador, Brazil is black. Look, any black person walks around Salvador, Brazil, they think that you're Brazilian until you open your mouth. Now, they kind of They kind of know who you are just by looking at you, man. Because you more than likely have a big old colorful shirt on. Oh man. But again, just be mindful, guys, and understand this, man. Look, whatever your intentions are for traveling, make it true, man. Like I said, I read that Brazil article. I saw the screenshots that were taken in from that Discord group, the names that were actually on that on those screenshots. It's not a good look, man. It's not a good look. And they even named the group name is on the damn article. That's why I'm very thorough in my group. I do have a Facebook group. I'm very thorough. I personally allow people in. I look at your profile. I make sure it's real. I look at when the account was created. I look at your pictures to make sure there's a real picture and the pictures are consistent. Then I'll let you in. I'm not trying to have 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 members in my group. No. Right now it's 3,000 for a reason. You know how many people I actually decline every day? A lot of these people have suspect profiles, and I'm not going to let them in. Now, these other groups, they don't care because they want to brag about, hey, we got 20,000 members. They want to brag about we got 10,000 members. I don't care about that. I really don't. Because at the end of the day, listen, I want to be associated with positive brothers. I want to be associated with real travelers. My platform is not about, bashing or talking crap. My platform is about traveling. I want you guys to travel. If you have any questions, reach out to me. I'll answer them. If I don't know them, I'll just tell you I don't know. But right now, the whole Passport Bro movement is a joke. Now, there are a few brothers out there that I personally know. I personally know a few brothers out there that's definitely doing their thing. And they represent Passport Bros. And they do an amazing job. But the thing is, people are not paying attention to them because they're not talking loud. They're not pumping their chest. So, do I think this Passport Bro is going to last? No, I don't think it's going to last. The Passport Bro movement is a fad. And if anyone understands what a fad is, fad means like something that's hot now, then it eventually fizzles out. I don't see a long-term goal for this lifestyle. It's not a movement. That's one thing I want to make it clear. This shit is not a movement. It's a lifestyle. A movement changed laws. A movement changed societies. Passport Bro is a lifestyle because if you were to lose your job today, your ass would not be traveling. Traveling is an expense. Now, if you are a travel consultant, or, again, if you're a digital nomad or expat where you got multiple business and multiple, ways to multiple streams of income that could sustain your lifestyle, that's great. But the average person just has a 9-to-5 or a typical job. The average traveler takes a 2 weeks trip for 1 year. The average traveler travel one time a year. We don't have a lot of guys traveling every other every other month. That's a rarity. And if you are in that position, that's awesome. But let's keep it real. Most men, particularly most black men, are not in that position. So all I'm saying is take your trip, enjoy it, take pictures, videos. Dude, you want to go out there and have a good time, buy bottles? Dude, go for it. I encourage that. But be mindful you want to come back home safe. Because a lot of us are not coming back home. And that's the thing they don't tell you. They don't tell you that dudes are being robbed. They're not telling you dudes are getting shot at. They're not telling you guys are being drugged. They're not telling you none of this stuff. They just talk about all the positive things. But they're not telling you what happens when you go to these countries that, hey, some people literally will target you. You know what? This came on last night. Let me share this. Let me pull up real quick. Oh, that's just right over here. All right, guys. I can't play the entire video because I can't play the entire video because this person is holding a knife. Where is it? Okay. All right. 1 second, guys. All right, guys. All right, this is a video, right? Again, you see this right here? This is a knife. Okay, I'm not laughing at the guy. I'm laughing about the situation because this is what's going to happen. This happened in Cartagena. This is I assume a brother from the States. Of course, he brought home entertainment. And I guess things happened where she felt the need to grab a knife. And you guys can't see it, but it's right over here. So she's calling for backup. She's texting her girl. Again, maybe I could play a little bit. See, now here's the dude over here. Again, I can't play the video because this is I don't want to get flagged or whatever. But they're literally arguing, and she has a knife. Oh, this is a butcher knife. She has a butcher knife, and she actually attacked him several times with it. So see, she's attacking him now with the knife, and she's actually stabbing him. She's trying to stab him, but she's missing. So now, again, she's trying to break stuff around the house. Again, I don't want to play it because the knife and is due to copyright, not copyright, but due to issues what I had before with YouTube. I don't want to get flagged, so I'm not gonna play it. But she's gonna try to start and damage the property. Now this is an Airbnb. So she's stabbing the sofa, ripping it apart, kicking it. And again, she's attacking the guy with the knife again. Now there's her crew. A crew came in. So now they're gonna destroy the place. And she's gonna again trying to attack him. Now she's breaking things. Now her friends come in. Now this is Cartagena. They probably met these girls at the clock tower, where most guys go find their wives. So they're gonna start destroying the property. See this girl right here in the green? She's trying to rip the television off the wall. She can't. So now the guy, he's coming back. He's picking up the chair to push him out. But it was unsuccessful. And so they're outside the apartment. And guys, this is one thing I always tell you guys. Stay in a place where there's security. It's funny to me that you guys will spend all this money to travel to these places and not stay in a secure area where there's cameras as well as a security guard. Guys, everywhere I stay has a security guard. So now these girls are back. And again, they're trying to destroy the property, so they're throwing rocks at the windows. See, they're in attack mode. Yep. Yeah, that's insane, man. That's insane. And that just happened this past week. Oh, this happened this week, and they just got it yesterday. Yeah, it's not a good look, man. Guys being attacked by a woman who has a knife in Cartagena. You probably met her at the clock tower or probably at Dolce Vita or Delirium, but more than likely, you probably met her outside the clock tower. Let me go to some of these comments. Why do men over 30 feel as though they need to be part of a group? I agree. I never understood that either. But some guys feel like they want to be important and feel needed. So that's their business. Loneliness and validation, the same reason why they feel need to brag. Yeah, I agree. Zoe, no gloves tonight. Yeah, man. Hey, it's what it is, man. Hey, I doubt I have any future collabs with anybody. I don't care, man. I got fucking DR, Portugal, Belize, Rwanda, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania. I'm traveling this year, man. I'm trying to make money. So I ain't trying to be fucking sitting down doing lives all day talking shit. Hey, Rich Free, they don't bother Passport Skeeter. They literally built a $1 billion X-rated industry by traveling the world and degrading women all over the world. Interesting. Pablo, what up, man? Welcome back from Colombia, man. Being a passport bro from content creator standpoint is like being the mafia. You can't leave. Hey, you know what, man? Look, I'm not a passport bro. If you guys want to call me a passport bro, it is what it is. I'm not gonna argue. But I know if someone were to ask me if I'm a passport bro, I'm gonna just say no. Just like I was at the house party last weekend. I'm not a passport bro. It's what it is. You want to know about what I do and how I travel and how I move? Go to www.blackmantravels.com. That'll tell you pretty much who I am as a traveler, the type of person I am. I have a long receipts of places that I've been and places where I'm going. And as I said, I'll be in DR for 3 weeks starting next week. If you are in Dominican Republic, the North Coast region, hit me up, man. I wouldn't mind joining, meeting up with you guys and breaking bread and having a couple of drinks, man. Armed security. Paulo Escobar. That's anytime you're the outlier and when those movements jump from behind the scenes into the real world. Okay? I don't get the false sense of security. Is y'all D that dry that you gotta invite the trouble into your spot? Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm talking about the algorithm standpoint. Yeah, I mean, I understand what Pablo's saying. It's like, with the YouTube, by aligning yourself with the whole passport bros or blue book gentlemen or whatever the hashtag is, it draws attention to you. You do make money off of it. This one guy, I'm not gonna say his name, he even said it. He said out his own mouth, like, hey, I don't even travel, but he used passport bro as part of his conversational piece, and he makes money off of that. You got a known YouTuber who said this. I'm not gonna put his name out there. I've heard him said it. That, hey, I don't even travel, but I claim passport bro and I talk about passport bro stuff, and he's making money off of it. It's a come up. Passport bro is just a term, just like MGTOW was. It will still be a movement, even if the term never existed. It's not a movement. Like, someone please explain to me, what is a movement? A movement changed laws. A movement changed society. How having a passport changes anything? Majority of you guys are not becoming expat. Majority of you guys are not becoming digital nomads. It's what it is. You guys are taking vacations and you're coming back home and living your ordinary lives. Like, what way is this is a movement? It's a lifestyle. You lose your job today, your ass won't be traveling. It is what it is. But again, guys, the whole implosion of the passport bros, look, can they still savage this? I think they can, but they have a lot of cleaning up to do. Personally, I think you're going to see a lot of brothers disassociate themselves from it, especially real travelers, dudes that are out there putting in work, that enjoys traveling. They don't want to be associated with that. I spoke to some of my friends who've been traveling for quite a while, and I was asking, do you consider yourself a passport bros? And they said no. So again, you're going to have guys who want to be associated with it, and you're going to have guys that don't want to be associated with it. For me, I don't want to be associated with it. I'm good. If Pablo, if you want to, say I'm a passport bro, or anyone else want to call me a passport bro, I'm not going to argue with you no more. I'm done. It's like, all right, cool. What I'm going to say is, let's show receipts. I'm done talking. Let's show receipts. If you truly about this passport life, let's show receipts. Okay, you went to so-and-so place. All right. What did you do? Where did you go? Where are the pictures? Where are the videos? I'm gonna start challenging you guys. Because I could say I have a passport, but I don't go anywhere with it. Is what it is. So again, the passport bro movement is a lifestyle. It's not a movement. Can they still repair their fuckery? Yes, they can, but honestly, the brand itself is tarnished. It is what it is. People already have their perception of what the passport bro is. It's just a bunch of incels that's bitching, and they're using the passport as a way to say they have a leverage when they really don't. Because majority of the time, the guys who do travel, they go to the countries where the pros are. It is what it is, man. I'm the first one to say it. So now there are brothers out there who are traveling, meeting genuine, good quality women, but guess what? They don't talk about it. They don't talk about it. They kind of keep it to themselves because they don't want anybody in their business. The ones who out there fucking with the fuckery, They're the one that's talking a lot of shit. But the ones who are out there finding wives, the ones out there who are meeting genuine, good quality women overseas are not talking. Is what it is, man. So I wish you guys the luck, Passport Bros. I personally unsubscribe from a lot of Passport Bro content. You know, guys who they kind of shift their content to become more Passport Bro focused. I kind of walked away from them, man. I'm good. There's a few guys that I still follow out of respect, you know, because I admire what they do, and they do have receipts. But the rest, I don't too much care for. It's what it is. Next topic is, you know, like I said, I talked about the issues that's happening on Brazil with the whole hit piece article, the screenshots of guys talking about having hidden cameras in the hotel rooms and in their Airbnbs. Like I said, it's not a good look. The passport boy in Colombia is not a good look, guys. And of course, the recent, you know, robbery, stabbing that went on and got the henna, that doesn't look good, man. I mean, right now the shit don't look good, period, man. I don't care how you try to paint this shit. So to the Passport Bros leaders, the spokespersons, you got a lot of cleaning up to do. And you guys need to just like be mindful how your movement proceeds moving forward, because right now, I think any person that associates themselves with Passport Bros is a dumbass. No offense. I mean, nothing personal. It just don't make any sense. Now, my next topic is, and this kind of, last night I actually sat on a live on Razor Ray's live, and there was an issue between Ace Live and Check. Both of these guys are from Miami. I'm from Miami. Check is from Opelika. Ace Live is from North Miami. I'm from Miami Shores. Literally, we're like 10 minutes from each other. You know, and to see these two guys come down, you know, coming from Miami-Dade County, out there living their best lives, traveling the world, making money. I know they're making money. They're making real money. And guess what? They both don't claim Passport Bros, even though they call each. Again, they're beefing right now. Well, yesterday, Razor Ray had the gracious opportunity to have both of them on the platform, and I was on the platform until Razor Ray kicked me out. Thank you, Razor Ray. But I did ask a good question, which Ace Live was able to actually answer. And as I was, you know, again, there's some issue between those two that's been brewing for the past couple of years. They've been taking inside shots to one another. You know, it's like, hey, you know, you copy me this, you copy me that, or whatever. And as I was sitting back listening to their conversation, you know, they're back and forth. And again, it was a civil conversation, guys. It was no profanity, none of that shit. No, I'm gonna come for you and kill you and all this crazy shit. It was like really like, hey, they gave each other a platform to actually talk. But what I was paying attention to was the chat. And what I found out in the chat is how fucked up people pushing negativity, man. Like literally everybody was just trying to egg the situation even more. And I'm like, wow. Like, instead of like guys encouraging a solution, you had dudes like egging this shit on to go to King, like, you know, it was like Team Ace versus Team Check, and they were like going at it. And I'm like, these are grown fucking men doing this. And it's just like, what this has to do with traveling, man? Look, I thought the whole point of us traveling was to escape the fuckery, to escape the foolishness that's around us in the Matrix, but we take it with us. And I'm like, man, I was disgusted. I was totally disgusted by it, man. I was like, wow. So this is the black male travel space. The same shit that we try to run away from is live. You got two of the biggest black male travel YouTubers in our space going at each other. And guess what? What hurt me the most, man? They're both Zoes. They're both Haitian. Check is Haitian. Ace Live is Haitian. I'm Haitian. And I'm like, man, dude, how the fuck we doing this shit on a live platform? Now, granted, they had to air it out. They had to. But I mean, to see fellow Haitians, dog, and what's up to my Haitians out there? If you out there, stop by saying, um, it was just not a good look, man, to see the two biggest YouTubers from our community, from the United States, from Miami, from Dade County, doing this shit. Two Haitian brothers, and he had people egging that shit on. I know International Zoe tried to calm the situation down, trying to join the live, but he couldn't. But it was just like, man, I was disappointed, man, to see that as black people, as black men, we were never going to get along. This utopia of black men getting along is never going to happen. We don't respect each other. We don't respect how we move, and we're quick to go down someone's throat for any dumb shit. They could have easily, hey, it was a misunderstanding on my part and your part. I apologize. But nope, they walked away. Again, it was a great conversation, civil, but if you were to read the comments during the live, man, it was just disappointing, man. And it made me realize that I'm okay being by myself. I'm okay being just Black Man Travel. I'm okay just doing stuff on my own. As much as I would love to collab with other YouTubers out there, I don't want no issues, man. And even now, guys, I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. Like, before I jump into this one, but I'm gonna end this conversation with Check Live and Ace, man. If you guys ever do come across my little YouTube channel and you listen to this live, I hope, man, you guys could just really sit down one man to man, somewhere in fucking Portugal, somewhere in Africa, have a drink and talk it out, man. Talk it out. You guys can make money together, man. And the thing is, that's one thing about us black men. We feel like we got to be the boss. We the boss. I'm the king of the South. Like, we have this thing that we got to be the fucking leader of everything. We got to be like, we got to have a one up on the next man every time. And one thing I notice about white men, they don't do that shit. Jewish men don't do that shit. Latin men don't do that shit. Indian men don't do that shit. I work with a bunch of men outside of my race. And guess what? They making money together. They don't even know each other. But guess what? They share a similar objective. They will team up and make that money. There's a bunch of YouTubers right now. White YouTubers right now teaming up, making that millions. Not fucking thousands, millions. But yet we got this fucking ego where, hey, no, I can't fuck with him. Oh, this and that, whatever. I gotta be the boss. I gotta be the honcho. And I'm like, nigga, calm down, man. It's not that serious. And it's sad. It's extremely sad, man, because these two guys could come together, work on a special project and make millions. But our ego, our pride comes in the way. And we allow other people to influence when we could simply just sit down and just air it out and apologize, guys. It's not that hard to apologize, man. That's one thing I'm learning to do is easy. It just apologize, man. I'm sorry. Now, this is a perfect segue. And again, everyone, this is a big elephant in the room I want to address. And again, I'm gonna say the person name in the group, and they're just like, I want to talk about this, and I'm done, And you guys know I'm Black Man Travels. There's another group called Black Men Travels. Now, when I started this, no one didn't know what I was doing this. I did this shit like 2 years ago, and when I came out with it, people thought I was copying someone else. They thought I was copying. And again, Aaron Ferris, he's the creator of Black Men Travel, also known as BMT. I'm Black Man Travels with an A, his with an E. When I initially started Black Man Travels, it was to highlight my travel experience. It's to tell you my story. It was a blogging experience. I never had intention to create a group or make it a group focused thing. It was always about my experience. So when I went public with it, with the groups, with the website and everything else, everyone thought that I was copying BMT Group. And I'm like, no, he's more on the group thing. I'm more on the solo thing. So even now, when I join certain lives, people call me BMT, and I have to like correct them, like, no, I'm not BMT, out of respect. And again, I respect what Aaron Ferrer's platform. I'm not part of that group. I'm not a member of his Facebook group. Um, I do follow him on YouTube. I watch his content. He creates. To be honest, as of lately, he's been producing a lot of great content, which I'm highly impressed. But we talk about two different things. And but I noticed that whenever I jump on someone's live, I had some of these minions will come at me. Oh, you the fake BMT, you're a fraud, this and that, whatever. And I'm like, man, dude, I never claimed that I was BMT. I'm Black Man Travel. There's a difference between an A and an E. But again, you got these trolls out there that feel like, hey, if you're not with them, you're against them. So I'm constantly have to like always defend myself, like, hey, I'm not BMT. I'm not, I never copied him. We got two different platforms. It's just our names kind of similar. And now if you look at Facebook, there's multiple names that are similar to ours. But anyways, man, it's just like I never had any issues. Now I may have taken shots here and there out of frustration, but I personally never had any issues with Aaron Ferris. Never had any personal issues with his Facebook group, BMT, whatever. If anything, I used to always contribute to his group. I used to post in his group. I used to, share a lot of my travel experience, some of the best tips and tricks how to travel. But I noticed that most of my content was not being posted, which is, I understand, it's probably a conflict of interest. But listen, when I started Black Man Travels, it was never in spite what he was doing. It was just like, hey, I want to highlight my travel experience. And if you were to go to my website, I talk about my travel experience. I give you guys tips on how to maneuver. I share some of my videos and my photos, and that's about it. Even with this YouTube channel, man, look, I would love to make money off of this shit, but I don't foresee me making any money off of this. It just is what it is. Unless I pivot my attention to more finance, more relationship focus, then I'll probably make some money. But right now, I just use this as a hobby, man. Guys, I really enjoy just doing lives, taking trips, and sharing my experiences with you guys. I have no intentions out of this. So, yeah, man. I just wanted to say, listen, I have nothing against Aaron Ferris. I'm gonna say his name. I have nothing against him. I have nothing against BMT Facebook group. I like his content. He's been producing a lot of great content. We just have two different platforms, and for the trolls out there that constantly attack me, calling me a fake, and they're gonna try to expose me and everything else, is like, listen, man, just go to my website and you see who I am as a traveler. I've always been transparent, and again, I'm not gonna beef over fucking YouTube, man. I'm not. I'm trying to get contracts, bro. I'm trying to get money. I'm not trying to get YouTube money, because I'm not gonna make money off of this shit. Unless I'm traveling around the world showing a lot of different shit, I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'm a father of two kids. I have a 19-year-old and I have an 11-year-old. I'm an active father. So been focusing on trying to create other businesses, man. So again, I have nothing against BMT. I have nothing against I admire what he's doing on his platform. And again, guys, there's a lot of space for us to eat. One person don't have to be the boss. And that's the thing about us Black people. We always feel we got to be the boss. While other races of men, they could give a flying fuck being a boss. They just trying to get this money together. And that's why they're ahead of us. So yeah, it's been an hour, guys. I could open the line up for you guys. You guys want to join the conversation. But that's what I want to talk about, man. I just want to highlight those things and really say my goodbyes to Passport Bros. I wish you guys the best. And that's it, man. I'm done. I'm done with you guys, man. I just dropped the line. If you guys want to join the conversation, I can stay a little bit longer. If not, I can actually end it. But again, I just wanted to address just the issues with the Passport Bros, the optics, the big issue between Chex and Ace. And again, just want to air out the elephant in the room, man. That hey guys, I'm being, I'm Black Man Travels. That's who I am. I focus on digital nomad. I focus on health, relationship, and business. That's me, man. I don't care to be associated with any passport bros, any movements, none of that stuff. So I just want to travel, pass the torch to the next generation of Black men travelers out there, and just live life, man. Go out there, find a wife, have some kids, get old and die. That's it. Hey, Pablo, I see you, man. I'm gonna just go ahead and play this video as a little break, and I'll bring you back. I'll bring you on. 1 second. I'm gonna take a little break, drink some water. Little break. Where are you? All right, guys, we're gonna take a little quick 1 minute break. So then I'm gonna bring Pablo in, and anyone else who want to join the combo, click the link. Again, it's an open forum. I'll be back in 1 minute. What's up, fellas? What's up? What's going on? What's up, Pablo? What's up, Bobby?
Yo, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up? Welcome back, man.
Yeah, man, I had a ball.
I know. I saw the pictures, man.
Yeah, I had a ball. But so I wanted to talk a little bit about the situation with Ace and Checks.
Yeah.
And it kind of ties into the little comment that I dropped in the chat, in that in the mafia, you can never really leave. And the reason so just like that screenshot that you showed of Ace complaining about his subscriber base and actually, what they watch.
You know what,
right?
Pablo,
so
you know what?
YouTube algorithm works like this. What your subscribers are interested in is what is the social circle in which your channel will be recommended, right? So depending on what they're watching, your channel will be recommended to other people who watch what they're watching, right? So Ace was complaining that I think Checks may have like passed him in subscribers or views or something, and he can't figure out, why his channel is caught in this algorithm that Checks possibly has, side skirted or escaped. Well, the way that he started his channel and the types of viewers that he had determined that.
Well, here's the thing: is I was on the live where Ace actually addressed those issues. For one,
Mhm.
Ace has 500,000 subscribers, while Check's close to 300,000 subscribers. And he said that what he posted on Instagram was not towards Check in particular. It was just a general conversation. And I actually had the video right here. I'm gonna play it right now for you guys.
You know, guys, you probably don't know this, but YouTube, you see your front, it says this is what your audience has been watching for the last 7 days. You know what I'm saying?
BMT.
And to me, this lets me know that perhaps I'm focusing too hard on serious content. You know what I'm saying? Perhaps I should just get back to this filming ass and titties and change my channel to the nigga channel or the nigga news channel, nigga travels channels, niggas that got passport channel. Cause really, man, when I be trying to focus on giving y'all culture, meanwhile y'all watching this fuck shit, nigga. And then y'all come on my channel and be like, you're not getting any views. Of course, because I have to go against ass and titties all the fucking time. This is where my videos are being showed next to, right? Of course I'm not going to get the views. All y'all niggas is watching this bullshit. How much ass you need to watch, my nigga? Come on, man. Cool to watch some ass, but every fucking day, nigga, move on. This is some bullshit right here. You know?
Yeah.
Hey, guys. Can I just jump in, intervene?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, one of the big reasons why Ace recommended is because when Ace first started out, I'm not like bashing Ace or anything. I'm not trying to be like, oh, bash Ace, but I'm like, when he first started off, he was doing the same thing. And it's like, unless he got everybody that in the beginning subscribed to unsubscribe, he's always going to have that lookalike audience. Like, as long because people don't unsubscribe. People subscribe to their channel and they never unsubscribe. That's why your audience gets mixed up when you keep changing topics because people never unsubscribe. So the algorithm gets confused. So that's why he could never get really because you remember back in the day, I think it was like 2 years ago, he wanted to purge his channel. He went to all the groups like, yo, all the mongers, get out. I'm trying to go to the next level when he started breaking out. But I don't think anybody listened to him like some people did, but majority of people didn't even see that. He's never going to be able to like get rid of what he called the TNA and all that. And I guess he's suffering because I looked at his analytics because I was like, why is he blacking out? And I guess he's been suffering when he's been doing the Nicaragua videos because if you look at his trend has been going down. So I guess he's starting to feel the pinch a little bit. So he's probably just getting aggravated, which is understandable. But I feel like he could have handled that a little bit more. Like, don't just get on Instagram or YouTube and just start ranting like, yo, y'all need to stop doing this. Y'all need to step it up. Because like even if everybody stopped doing TNA videos, is that going to make your views go up? No.
Yeah, and I agree with you that the beast that he fed is eating is now he's complaining about it. Sounds like somebody else we know. The beast that they fed, then when it came to eat them, they were surprised, and now they, but okay.
Yeah.
So BMT, that's what I mean by they can say they're not a passport bro and this and that and the other, but how are they really operating? Now you might not be in that vein as a content creator. I don't know what your subscriber base looks like. Let's hope that it's broader because your titles and thumbnails and all of that don't reflect that same content.
Well, the thing is, one, I want to correct. I'm not BMT. So I want to make that correction there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand, but dude, you'd be amazed, man. Guys will take that and run with it and
Black Man Travels.
Yeah, I mean, just say Kanal. You can just say Kanal. You can say my first name. I'm good with
Kanal.
that.
All right.
Yeah. The thing is, it's like, for me, this is a hobby. I just do it for fun. I never looked at like my background as far as like, what people are watching or whatever. I post a video and I keep it moving. Now, granted, if I get a comment, I'm happy. I'm like, oh shit, someone comment, but besides that, I don't really pay attention to it, man. understand that for him is a business, for Check and for Ace is a business. But you're right. Right now, sex sells, man. If you look at TikTok and a lot of these other platforms, the ones that get the most views are the ones that are more controversial, more about sex, fighting, and it's what it is, man. It's funny. Most of my videos that features like a girl in it, like as part of my thumbnail, has a lot of views.
Yep.
Especially with my girl on it. It's like the ones that I have my girl on it, man, dude, I got like 10,000 views.
Yeah, but it's different if you're engaged in some activity. You're videoing the girl as a aside to what you're doing. You know what I mean? Then when every time I look at your video, you got a girl in the thumbnail, and you at the club, and now you at the beach, and and that's that is the beginning of the basis of the growth of your channel.
Yeah.
And that's a whole different lane, and it's hard for them to break out of it in terms of their the algorithm that they get in once you start that.
Yeah, that's like when I start, I made the conscious decision when I started my channel that I wasn't gonna go down that path. Cause when I started my channel, this was before Passport Bros. This was back when dudes was still doing the mongering channels, and I'm like, I never wanted to get associated with them, so I was very careful how I treaded with my content, because I didn't want to get that audience. Cause I know once I got that audience. Because I did a little research into it before I started. Once you get that audience, you're going to be pretty much stuck with it. And I think people, because it is enticing. If you start in your channel, you got no subscribers, and if you put Passport Bros in there, and that gets you your first 1,000 views, 3,000 views, 10,000 views. Yeah, it's very enticing. Because for the first, I think 6 months, I got 0 views. I didn't get no views at all. And I seen all these mongering channels. Okay, just throw a chick in the thumbnail, and I'm like, damn, I got some bad chick right here. If I just put her in the thumbnail, I'm gonna get views. But I was like, nah, and I'm happy I didn't, because my channel is not associated with none of them. My channel is more associated with travelers.
And of course, that's different than you as a regular person can all saying, I'm not a Passport Bro. Of course, nobody really knows you from YouTube like that. Yeah. Right. So yeah, somebody asking, are you one of those Passport Bros? And you say no. Yeah, of course, that don't apply to you. But what I was referring to as for some of these content creators who are making they're trying to earn a living doing this.
That's true.
For them, they stuck like Chuck, because once you kind of get in that, you can't just turn on the camera and say, I'm no longer a Passport Bro. It don't work like that, because now you're caught in that algorithm.
So what are your thoughts, Pablo, with Austin and Floyd leaving, disassociating themselves from the Passport Bro? I wanted to get your take on that, Pablo, because you made a comment about once you're in the mafia, you can never leave. So does that apply to Austin and Floyd as well?
From a content creator standpoint, yes. If he wants to try to make money from his YouTube travels, as long as those viewers and subscribers, as long as their appetites look similar to that screenshot that Ace took, then no, he can't leave. He's in the mafia. He can never leave unless he creates a totally new channel with a totally new base of people.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and then the thing that with Austin and Floyd is they made their brands associated with Passport. He got it so he went so hard that he got it tattooed on his arm. So it's whenever you're gonna think about Austin, you're gonna think about Passport Bros. Maybe 5 years from now, if he just keeps doing videos, people will probably forget once Passport Bros fall off. And I think it's gonna fall off. I don't think it's gonna last forever. It's gonna be the Mongers channels, or when everybody wanted to be high value. It's just another one of those trends.
It's funny. It's funny how high value was a hot word for a year, then it fell off. Now you got the passport, bro. Again, it's a hot word. It's gonna fall off. Then you had MGTOW. Then you had red pill. You have all these hot words that just literally will fall off in due time. Hey, Alex, what your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts on this? Probably stepped away.
Yeah, he probably muted. But
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Bobby.
no, go ahead.
No. No, I was just wondering because I wanted to get Pablo take on that because
Yeah.
I saw that comment about, you know, once you're in the mob you can never leave, and I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Kanal, the other thing is, when you turn on a camera and you're walking around in public spaces all the time with this camera and videoing strangers and all of that kind of stuff, that's different than me and I have a relationship with someone that I've already established and I turn on my camera
True.
and I share it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You out with your girlfriend, you traveling, y'all on the zip line and you video her and this and that. That's somebody you have already built up a relationship. And that's totally different than what these travel content creators are now required to do, which is turn on the camera and engage strangers in an international environment. That's a whole, I wouldn't dare try to do it. I'm not going to ever do it.
It's funny because like my girl's Dominican. She's been to El Salvador and Colombia with me. I feel extremely comfortable when I turn that camera on because I know for a fact that she's cool with it. You know, it's like she'll hold my bag for me. It's like, hey, babe, I'm gonna go, you know, take a walk and do this, or if she's in the contest, she doesn't care. So it's a whole different experience versus me walking up to strangers. Because even now, when I'm walking around, I see guys with cameras. I try to not to be in the camera. If they do come up to me, ask some dumbass questions, I'm not interested. Even though I'm a content creator myself, I'm like, and I understand what they're doing, but I'm like, nah, because I don't know what your platform's about. And
Yeah,
the worst thing I want to do is put my face on your platform and you probably on some other shit.
Mm-hmm. And it's just like my recent trip, and I shared, you know, some pictures of me and, you know, young lady in the hot tub and all that. Oh, Pablo, you the man. Well, yeah, but I didn't just meet her. That's somebody that's somebody I've known for months and months. You know what I'm saying? But you just now got to see it, and so they're thinking you could just roll out and just turn on a camera on people. And I'm like, nah, those are people that I already knew.
Yeah.
I mean, I did both sides. I made videos with people I knew, like girls I knew, and then I did videos where I just walked around and just talked to people. And I think you can do both. Cause like, as long as you're respectful, like you gotta remember, can't be like, I'm not gonna go up to some girl and say something stupid and try to make her look bad. Like, 'cause I always think about it like, yo, when I want somebody to walk up to me and just make me look bad on camera, then post on the internet, I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah.
So yeah, because a lot of people do it. Like, some people just want to be on camera. Like, there's times I'm walking around, I'm filming, people jump in, like, yo, let me jump in the video, blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, sure, get in. So it's like it's levels to this. You just gotta know how to move. Like, you can't come in with this mentality like I'm the main character. Everything got to go the way I want it to go.
Yeah, there's some people that can do that. I think Chex does that pretty well, but he's really casual about it.
Yeah, he does really well. Hey, what's up, Alex, man? How you doing?
Better now that I got this lag off of me.
Oh, okay. So what's your thoughts on this, man? What's your thought on the topic?
Well, you already know how I feel about passport bros, man, because I come from the military background, and I've been doing this way longer than the term even came up of passport bros. You know, military personnel, like I've given the history even while we did our interview. You know, we've been traveling since the beginning of different wars, foreign wars, you know, from the Korean War to the Gulf, you know, to First World War II. And you're discrediting a whole line of learned to travel through the military by grouping us all in with this new group. And even when you were having your little discussion with Big Boss No Talk, him saying, well, if you're a brother and you got a passport, you're all part of us. No, bro, that's not the way it goes down. You know, you don't
I want to take a moment to
term now when there was a tradition that had been gone on way before you even came into the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. But let me take a moment to recognize Razor Ray. Last night, Razor Rays was able to host a epic interview with both Ace Live and Check. I mean, he was able to get both of them on the platform, and it was a great dialogue, great conversation. And again, I already shared my thoughts on it. So I just wanted to give, big ups to Razor Ray. If you guys haven't subscribed to him, make sure you check him out. He has a lot of great content. It's very entertaining and also very informative as well. He lets you know what's going on in Colombia. So definitely big ups to Razor Ray. And you did a epic interview with both Ace and Check to have both of these two big stars on the platform arguing, but it was a civil argument. So that's one thing I could say. You know what? They were able to air out their differences, but they walked away not shaking hands. So is what it is.
Yeah, congratulations on that, Razor.
Yeah, that's big ups, big ups. Actually, I want to jump on Ronan's point because the military has a big influence that a lot of people don't recognize. Because like the reason why Pattaya exists is because of the military. It's like Angela City. Well. Yeah, Angela City, military.
Big Bay was right there by Olongapo.
Exactly.
So there's a whole city that nobody even talks about in the Philippines that really a lot of the Navy and the Marines know and have expats sitting there with bars. It's Olongapo, and it's off of Subic Bay. That's where the Navy port was. That's where we got off the ships, and we actually went into town there. Then if you wanted to go to Manila or Angela City, you could do that depending on how long you had in port. So there's a whole bunch of history there and it gets lost and muddied when you try to group everybody together. And yeah, military people don't just go because of the mongering. We got that out a long time ago. Okay. So if you're older, you're expat, or you're somebody that came out of the military, you're traveling truly because of the enjoyment of something that's been inbred in you while you were in the military. My platform comes into PTSD and getting these veterans, instead of offering themselves at 22 a day, to realize, hey, there's a whole nother world out there that you got to experience. Don't keep yourself trapped here in America. Go back out there.
One thing I can say is like Pablo, when I look at you and I see how you move, I don't consider you a passport, bro. I understand your position, but I don't consider you as a passport, bro, at all. And
let me say this.
But I understand your angle. I understand what you're trying to do. But when I see how you move and how you conduct yourself, it's far from a passport, bro. I mean, I'm sorry. It's a night and day difference, man.
Well, what you got to remember, when I started traveling in 2006, not Salvador, but Fortaleza, Sierra, Brazil was my first trip. So I did not have the benefit of social media, Google Translate, YouTube videos, none of that. I had to learn what Portuguese I learned off of some Milsner CDs that I played at work before, like a few months before my trip.
Mm-hmm.
So you got it from the mud.
So yeah, I had to get it from the mud. Mm-hmm. And so I think while we may, with the advent of social media, the Facebook groups, the YouTube channels, while we may be giving extra information, tips, where to do's and where to goes and what to do's, in some ways I think it cripples some guys because it's almost too easy.
Yeah, I could.
And when it seems like, it's too easy, people get in trouble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because it's giving them
Yeah.
like a false sense of security. Because everybody's going to like the big three, or you want to call it the big four now, if you want to include Thailand. Everybody's going to the exact same places, doing the exact same thing, meeting the exact same chicks. So yeah, it gives you like a false sense of security. But they got to remember, this is travel. You're going to a different country. Some of these countries are not, with all the attention that you brought on it, you made the block hot. So this is not America. Like, you ain't going to like from New York to Florida. You got to take in consideration, like, there has to be steps. Like the videos you showed, Black Man Travels, girls coming at a dude with a knife.
Yeah. That was insane, man. And to see that happened this week. The guy was attacked and she called the girls for backup. This happens a lot in content. Like right now in Colombia, I don't care what people try to say. Right now, Colombia is not the safest place to go. So if you go in there, you're taking a chance. Understand the economy is in the shits. People are not working. So people are getting desperate. So you're going to see more stuff like that. You're going to see where, you hire entertainment, then she's going to try to switch up the number on you when she get to the crib.
Right.
Or, you're going to have people try to set you up. And a lot of guys don't pay attention to that. They just think, just go to Colombia, you'll be all right. No, you're not gonna be all right. Just recently you heard about Aaron BMT actually interviewed this young man that was shot at 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw that.
Mhm. There's a group
But I'm
of
like,
them.
but at the same time, I'm like, dude, why the fuck you walking home at 3 a.m? It's like, why are you walking home to the crib from the club to the crib? Why are you walking? Like little shit like that. It's like when I was going to Colombia back in 2015, 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, and my last time I was there was 2021. Dude, I never walk. I walk during the daytime, like more like the tourist areas, but at night I'm catching a cab or a taxi. But these guys were walking at 2 a.m, 3 a.m, 4 a.m from the club because it's right there. And guess what? They almost got killed.
Pablo kind of brought it out by how he started to learn from being, a traveler since 2006 and getting in front of mud. There's levels to this thing, and it comes to a level of sophistication when it comes to traveling, knowing how to move, knowing what places to go, the flow of the country, and understanding the people. I really want to say that Passport Bros are on training wheels when the rest of the experienced travelers are at that level of knowing how to move and moving in silence and knowing what places to be and what places to avoid.
Yeah. You could repeat that again. They on training wheels. Like, I like that.
Yeah, and Kanal.
Yeah.
And Kanal, check this out. So there's YouTube Pablo that's very bombastic and
But you got to do that for the rating. You got to do that
and
for
talking a lot of shit, right?
Yeah, I know.
and then there's in-country Pablo. Very blending, trying to blend in, not trying to draw attention to himself, going home early, keeping his circle small, no new friends, as I like to say.
Yeah.
So my in-country behaviors are not the same as my YouTube, bragging and boasting. If that makes sense.
It's like a TV show.
Exactly.
You got to get the click somewhere. So, when you go out, you got to be entertaining. You're not just doing it for you. You're doing it for everybody that has not gotten the opportunity to get that experience. You get what I'm saying? So you're living for them at the moment, but at the end of the day, that gets turned off. And the real Pablo comes out, or the real Kanal comes out.
My thing is this, all right. We need more of these so-called YouTubers, content creators that are promoting Passport Bros or whatever, to be honest with their audience. They're to me, I feel like they're selling a false reality of these countries.
Yep.
And you have these young, inexperienced men getting these passports and rushing to these countries, not knowing, like, bro, there's a lot of traps in these countries.
Traveling on training wheels.
And it's just like, then you hear all these stories, man. I'm like, wow. So for me, I want more of the content creators to take more accountability with their content and be more transparent of what goes on in these countries. Like, yeah, you pushing Thailand, you pushing Colombia, but dude, let them know like, yo, shit is going down.
It's not about the content creators as much as it's about the groups that are encouraging them to do these things and not breaking it down. Like Black Man Travels group, we talk about these things and break it down to where these are the things you expect. You can go in the group and say, hey, I'm going to be in this part of the country. What places do you guys recommend? Because I didn't do as much research as I need to. And you'll get good 5-10 recommendations of places to go. Some of these groups ain't like that. Some of these groups are just set up for the hype and not really educating these young men on how to move in those countries. It's trial by fire. And if you don't know, you're going to figure it out either one way or another.
Yeah. And like for me, I'm actually flying into Santiago, Dominican Republic next week. But my flight arrives at 2 a.m. I said to myself, you know what? I'm going to stay my ass in that airport until 6, 7 a.m. There's no need for me to try to catch a cab to rush to Puerto Plata. Nah, because anything can happen. You know, anything can happen to me. So guess what? I'm gonna stay my ass in that airport until the sun rises up. Then I'm gonna catch that taxi ride to the bus station, then go to my destination. But you have some guys that are so eager to get to that destination. Like, bro, when you leave that airport, anything can happen to you, especially late at night.
From the driver on. The minute you get in that taxi, you don't know what that driver's about to do unless you know him.
And I had a friend. I'm gonna share this with you guys. He arrived in Santo Domingo, right? And the taxi driver was trying to set him up, but the taxi driver didn't know that he spoke Spanish.
Exactly.
So as he was catching the cab to Santo Domingo. This is 3 a.m. The taxi driver was talking to his boy on the phone. Say, "Yeah, I got somebody. Meet me so and so place so you can rob him."
Wow.
My friends listened to the entire thing, so my friend moved behind him on the driver's side, and once he found the right chance, he choked him while the car's still in motion, like the car's still driving.
Damn.
Yeah, because he knew that there was a guy waiting for him to rob him. So it's just like, I got to take action now. So he sat on the driver's side behind, on the backside, but behind the driver. And he found the right opportunity to just choke the damn driver, where to the point where the driver had to like pull to the side, and he like grabbed his shit and ran out.
Yeah, it's real in these countries. Like the first time I went to the Philippines, and I was taking the taxi to my hotel, and the dude was like, "This your first time here?" I was like, yeah. He was like, "Oh, you got to be careful. Like this is not like cotton candy land." He's like, "Yo, dudes is getting killed." Because this is when the president of the Philippines was cracking down on drugs. So like they was just wilding, and then like I guess the drug dealers or the cartels was getting mad, so they was just wilding out. So yeah, like you gotta be careful moving in these countries. Like even though like the safer countries, you can still get caught out there if you're doing the wrong thing.
I'm gonna tell somebody that moves very quietly. I have a lot of respect for him. I call him my nephew. Bert Ross is sitting up in here and chat.
Yeah,
he
Bert
never comes up, but that's brother is all over the
assassin.
world, and he moves. He moves so smoothly when it comes to travel. You can see his videos. He's got, all kind of receipts. I'll never see this brother get in trouble at all in any of the countries, from being right there in Brazil during Carnival to being in Thailand. This brother moves so smooth. I have the most respect for this brother. I don't know why he don't come up and talk more. I don't know if he's bashful or what, but that brother knows how to move. Okay,
yeah, he does.
He does his research.
And we can't say this enough. I mean, if you don't know anything, reach out to someone that's been to that country and ask them questions, man. It's nothing wrong to ask questions. A lot of us are eagerly, willing to give you information. Now, if you ask us to plan out your trip, then yeah, you're gonna have to pay us. But if you're asking a simple question like, "Hey, where to stay?" Okay, you stay here.
Right.
Where to go. All right, go here.
I only charge for financial advice. My travel advice is free.
Yeah.
But
a lot of people are charging though. I ain't gonna lie. We gotta keep it 100. Dudes are doing no consulting fees.
Oh, I know. It's a big thing. Get your consultation fees. That's as
Well,
bad.
you know, one of the
It's getting as bad as the coaches now.
Pablo?
one of the tips, one of the tips I've been giving out because I've been asked. Colombia is not a place for first-time travelers ever.
I agree.
Ever. You should not be a first-timer and make Colombia your first salvo into international travel.
I like
Can
that
it be
word, salvo.
done? Yeah.
Salvo.
Say it with your chest, huh?
Right.
Salvo into international travel. Because of the dangers, and you need time to, in some easier places, to kind of familiarize yourself with certain, travel protocols and stuff like that before I would send somebody to Colombia. I think that's a mistake. like the brother who went to DR with the $300 or $500.
You talking about-
Could you imagine? Could you imagine him in Colombia? And then he'd be fresh for the picking.
He wouldn't have made it back to the airport to even worry about that extra $100.
No.
Yeah, he's a wild boy.
Because just going to the airport is about 45 minutes to an hour drive in Medellin.
Oh yeah, about $40. Yeah, over $40.
Yeah. Well, hey, I really ask you guys. I know I have 20 people watching. Like the video, man. This is my first time ever asking for some for likes. This is my first time. So hey, if you take the time,
catching up.
hey man,
Share, subscribe.
Yeah, like, subscribe, guys. I really appreciate it, man. Again,
share the live, bring some more people in.
My traveling season is about to start. I'm heading to DR next week. I'll be gone for about 3 weeks. I'm taking my drone, taking my cameras, I'm taking everything, man, and trying to create some new content. I'm going to go into some new places. So again, guys, I appreciate the support. But again, this is my first time saying it, and I'll be saying this more. Like the video, subscribe, guys. That's all I ask for.
All right, man. Now you're a real YouTuber,
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I'm an official YouTuber now, huh? All right.
Man. Yeah,
Hey man, I'm out. I'm out, man. Have a good night.
Pablo. Be easy, man.
All right, good night, man.
But yeah, man. So, I mean, what do you guys thought about the, me addressing the Passport Bros, and, like, I wanted to get your feedback on that.
Unfortunately, that's going to be a constant because, like you said, they're going to keep on lumping us in. Whether you like it or not, it's always going to be a thing. Even with your casual conversation that you brought up, just being at the party and people understanding that you travel, the first thing that came up was the topic of the day: Passport Bro. Are you?
Yeah, you know what?
Yep.
It was funny, man, because like again, this is a house party, bunch of sisters. Good look. You know what? Okay, guys, what I want to say, look, I understand we're traveling, we're seeing beautiful women overseas. There are still beautiful women here in this country, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, I'm like,
Finally.
man, look, man, I'm in this
channel. I travel with one. Believe me.
I'm at this house party, man. Girls work out. This one's a bodybuilder. I'm like, damn. Man, dude, they personality. I don't have to Google translate. It's just vibing, man. And I'm like, I don't know what type of women these guys are meeting here in this country, but it's like, man, there's still a lot of baddies out here.
Yeah, that's what's something I wanted to say.
I know what I'm getting. I know we vibing right off the bat. It ain't gonna be no hit.
But the thing is, guys, you got these again. I want to say they fucking name. I really do. But I don't want no beef, man.
Well, it ain't worth it, bro.
I know, man. Because dude, when they say certain things, I just cringe. I'm like, you motherfucker. It's like, ugh.
It sounds so goofy. Like it sounds so good.
Okay. I understand this. All right, let's talk about this whole monk mode, right?
Oh.
All right.
No, yeah, let's go.
No, let's talk. This Friday, though. We got time.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Pour yourself a drink. Let's get it.
No,
I
you know what? No. You know what? Hey guys, all right. I'm gonna share something with you guys. For the past 2 months, and if we're gonna go into the topic, for the past 2 months, I've been doing intermittent fasting, and dude, I've dropped And the thing too, I've been powerlifting as well. So now I've been following a strict diet. So I follow a 18-6. So I fast for 18 hours and I eat for 6 hours.
I was there.
So I allow myself one cheat meal a day. One cheat meal a week, which is Saturday. So Saturday is my day. I can eat whatever I want and have a bottle of wine. So for me, it was like, you know what? I got to drink smoothies tonight. But anyway, leading to my topic. So
Nigga, bump that shit. Get you something to drink.
nah, man. Tomorrow,
Saturday already, motherfucker. It's 12 o'clock.
well, the reason why I can't drink. The reason why, because tomorrow is max day. We max out everything. So, and I'm in the gym at 7 a.m. So I can't. I just can't. And also,
we used to drink, get up, and run a 5-mile run. The next
man, dude,
morning.
I'm pushing 45 years old, man. I ain't got time for that. Man. I noticed my recovery time, man. Like with hangover, it takes 3 days for me.
Oh, I understand.
It takes 3 days to recover from a hangover, man. I'm like, damn. Before you know you're 20, you go eat some fried chicken, some burritos, you good. But now it takes me 3 days to recover. But anyways, man,
Better change your brand of wine.
nah, it's just I'm a lightweight, man. I'm a lightweight. I eat super light. I just don't drink like that anymore, man. I just kind of like stopped.
Yeah, you be drinking that Babaku?
Oh,
But yeah, I drink it on special occasion.
let him tell you. But when he was in Dominican Republic, that's all he was doing is turning.
Yeah, I was drinking that shit every fucking day, man. I was going to the damn liquor store, Babaku every damn day. You want a burger? Fuck that. I don't want that shit. Give me that Babaku, man.
Bro, Babaku's the only thing that fucks me up, bro. That shit, I don't know what the fuck is that Babaku, bro. Oh my god. But yeah, go ahead, man. I hate to cut you off.
No. But I want to talk about this whole monk mode thing, right? You know, they got certain YouTubers pushing this shit. Now I understand. Look, there is a purpose for it. You know, when you have an objective, like, hey, for the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, I want to achieve this objective. So I'm gonna go to this monk mode. But when you start telling your followers to like not go out, not have a social life, and just shut it down for 3, 6, 9 months, so you can just travel for 2 weeks and live your life for 2 weeks, and the rest of the year you just monk mode. That shit doesn't make any sense to me.
Facts.
Like for me, it's just like you still gotta live. You still live here in the States. You still gotta live. So where's this whole thing? Yo, you gotta go monk mode, and you know, again, I so want to say his fucking name, man, but you selling bullshit, and it's not realistic, man. You don't want a man, especially a young man, to shut down his whole entire life for 2 weeks. Like, bro, you still got to go out and mingle. You still got to go out there and network. You still got to go out there and socialize. And that's something I noticed with a lot of these young men. They don't know how to social.
They're
Facts.
socially awkward.
Exactly. Yeah, like that monk mode shit, like that's like the dumbest shit I ever heard in my fucking life. They're like, cause like you said, it makes zero sense. And then this is what they make it seem like. With the monk, you have to go monk mode because American women are so terrible. Do you know how many women are in America?
Yeah.
Like, so all these women, like, where are these women at? Because like every time I go somewhere, I can chat up with somebody and they cool. Chick, give me her number, give me her Instagram. Yo, holler at me later. We could probably do something, even if it's not like we getting like sexual or anything. But I have good conversations with women all the time. Like, I don't know where. And this is why I want to say on this topic. I think a lot of these dudes who put out like a lot of this like monk mode and all the American women are toxic. They're hurt because they was rejected, because they're kind of socially awkward, and now they're trying to like, okay, now they got a little audience. It gives them kind of like validation, like, oh yeah, now I'm the man, blah blah blah, and it gives them like a false sense of confidence that okay, I can go jump on this plane, go somewhere for 2 weeks, and be the man. But then I lose all that when I come back to America, because that's the only reason you're gonna shut down your whole fucking life, because you came back to America. Like, it makes no fucking sense.
That makes no sense. Tobias, welcome to the forum, man. Your thoughts?
Audible driving right now, so sorry for the ambient noise.
Okay, yeah, I hear a lot of wind sound.
Yeah, no, Sorry about that. So, just jumping on the monk mode real quick. It is some bullshit. And as you mentioned, if you have a goal, if you have an objective, there's a specific reason why you're going into this quote unquote monk mode. And you don't put your entire life on hold either. You're like, hey, I have this goal. If I have a job, I'm working my 9 to 5. But then, after 5 o'clock, 5:30, I'm going to put 2.5, 3 hours a night into, the work that's needed to obtain my goal. And I still need some time to go out, socialize, hang out with my buddies. You need that time. You're not just, I'm not going to talk to anybody. That's some bullshit. These guys talking about, go into monk mode and don't worry about no American women. I'm like, dude, you hurt. We understand we've all been rejected by not just one woman, but a bunch of women. It happens. Just because you talk to a woman does not mean you gonna get her phone number or anything like that. Is going to happen.
Thank you.
I think a lot of men have this entitlement thing. They've been sold, or they this false bill of goods, or you know what? Everyone wants to talk about game, and I read a book called The Game of Life and How to Play It. And when it comes, the game of life is not just women, but dating is a large part of a man's life. Every game has a set of rules, right? Whether it's football, baseball, basketball, it doesn't matter, swimming. And people around you who also play that sport, they teach you the rules. Now, I think that a lot of the men today, they have been taught the wrong rules when it comes to dating. And then they built the incorrect strategy on how to play the game. Just like every team in every sport, we're like, hey, you know what? We want to win the championship. This is what we're going to do. This is the plan, the strategy on how we're going to approach winning the championship, but you have to play the game within the rules. If you build a strategy based on an incorrect rule set, you are going to lose.
Yeah. Can I piggyback off your analogy? Because I love that analogy.
Yeah, that's what I'm sorry, but that's what I think, man. I think a lot of men have they built the wrong strategy on some false beliefs or some BS that somebody taught them, and it's easier to trick somebody than to convince them they've been tricked. So with that, you're like, oh man, someone they got over on me. It happens. Right? It happens. What you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm passing the mic.
Okay, I just want to say this right quick, and I'll let y'all chime in.
No, go for it. Take your time, bro.
That analogy is beautiful because what I'm noticing, like, a lot of guys don't even want to play the game. They want the reward without playing the game. Like, because I had a lot of conversations with like my younger brother and his friends, and I'm like, oh, so yeah, what y'all about to get into? Oh, nah, we ain't even doing nothing, man. These girls are this bull, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, like, are you 21? Like, why are you sitting in the house all day doing all this, bro? You should go enjoy your life, go have fun. And these dudes do not want to do anything. Now, I don't know if this is what I think is a large part of the people that consume like red pill material and passport bro material, because it kind of gives them an excuse of why they're not living the life or doing the things they want to do, because they can always point to, you see this person did, or you see this video, you see how they doing this, or the divorce court. I'm like, bro, this has nothing to do. You need to meet a girl and have a date first before you start talking about getting a divorce and losing half your assets. But I will let y'all jump in the topic.
I agree. Right? There's a lot of young men out there they're lazy. I remember before there were any dating apps, before there was social media, you actually had to just go out and talk to a woman. And yeah, you might have been a little afraid to do it. So what? The more you do it, the better you get at it, the easier it becomes.
Tobias, remember, it used to be the numbers game. How many numbers can you
Exactly.
get before the end of the night at a club, or how many numbers you can get at a high school dance or something like that? It was always a numbers game.
Yep.
Correct. It's like
But that got you smoother on getting used to talking to the women to get to the You know what you did with the number after the fact was immaterial. It was a game about getting the number. You know,
Tobias said something.
but
said
to ride
said
off of
something in
your
regards.
analogy, I mean, I've seen the. Go ahead.
Go ahead. All right. No, I wanted to say Tobias said something that makes a lot of sense, and I think a lot of these men have these entitlement issue because just because you're talking to a woman, you're entitled to fuck her, and it's just like they go in that mindset like that one shot, that one shot, one kill, and it doesn't work that way. Like for me, sometimes when I go out, I just want to get out the house. Like I can't fucking watch YouTube all day, dudes bitching, crying about feminism and all this other shit. I can't do that. Like I need to get outside the house, especially now with with spring coming and here in Atlanta, the weather's changing. Do I want to go out? So it was like if I do meet a woman, whatever, do I have a conversation with her? I'll entertain the conversation. And it doesn't necessarily mean I want her number. I may say, you know what, I enjoyed the conversation. Thank you. Have a great night and keep it moving.
And keep it.
She may want my number, but you know what? I don't find her attractive. It's like, hey, you know what? I'm good, but I enjoyed the conversation with you. But the thing is, like, I'm hearing these guys like shut it all down until your next trip. But I'm like, when is your next trip? Your next trip may be 9 months from now. And it's just like, okay, if you are going to shut it down, what are you doing? You better be in the gym 24/7. You better be building the business. You better be doing something productive. But telling people to like go completely monk mode and not have a life, and that's why you have these young men going overseas being awkward as fuck. And trust me, these women overseas are smarter. They know, like, yo, you seem kind of off.
Right. And they're more comfortable with sex and talking about sex than most American women are and men because it's part of their everyday culture. I would just wanted to comment on Major Lifestyle. He said some of these young men are just paying attention and learning from history. And that's the whole thing. Once you learn the game, even when we were younger, so you're talking about old school, we played the numbers game. Okay, well, the rules have changed. Once you know the rules, you got to learn how to function within those rules. If you know women are going to be frigid, then you got to know how to turn them out of being frigid to being receptive. If you're worried about having kids, wrap that shit up.
You know what?
Okay, so but you don't take yourself out of the game because women are a lot smarter, or the rules are more favorable towards women. If you get them pregnant, don't get them pregnant.
Facts.
I would say this, man.
We can rub around, but don't disconnect yourself from actually playing the game.
Why does it have to be around women? Why can't it just be you going out and just enjoying yourself, enjoying your own time? Then that's the thing. Is like a lot of dudes, they focus on like when they go out, they got to talk to a woman. Like for me, I don't have to talk to a woman. I'm okay enjoying a nice juicy steak, a nice cigar, and a nice bourbon by myself, and I'm good. And guess what? I meet people in the process.
Exactly.
I find out I end up meeting them owner of the damn bar.
They come to you at that point because
they trying to figure out who you are. So like,
right. Why is you going around trying to talk to women? They're going to come to you and figure out what's the mystery about you.
Yeah.
You know what though? You have to get to that level. Most men aren't accustomed to solitude, right? Being able to just enjoy their own time, whether you're out enjoying the steak or just at home reading the book. Most of these cats don't read, so we know that's an uphill.
I think part of the monk mode idea to me was to work on yourself, get your money game up, get your body right. If you're overweight, go hit the gym, disappear for 6 months, get yourself physically, mentally, and financially in a position to where you can be more competitive out there. I don't think monk mode was meant for you to separate yourself from your community or any other woman. I think they took that to a whole nother level. When I hear all these memes all the time and all these different inspirational, positive vibe things, and they're talking about disappear for 6 months. But that was to go and work on yourself, work on an objective, go get yourself right as far as financial, like I said, physical, things like that. But don't disconnect yourself from people, period.
You know what?
Especially,
peep this one. Listen to this one. A lot of men, they're talking about, oh, well, the women, they got to compete. Well, the women, they don't want to compete. Look here, young man, you don't want to compete. And guess what? In the world, the burden of performance, it is tough out here being a man. You don't want to compete. You don't want to get out there and make the money. You don't want to get out there, like, to act before you make the money. to get the knowledge and the skills to be able to be competitive against other men, because we don't compete with each other, for women. We compete for resources, and the
And
women
Tobias, the biggest thing is we have the advantage. There's more women than there are men.
exactly.
And can you
They
say that
would
again?
know there are
you say that
more
again?
women born every day than there are men. We're sitting in the house when these women are fucking the same dudes over and over again because they're the only ones playing the fucking game.
Bro, can you exactly? That's all I was gonna say on this, yo. Because 20, what's the term for it?
The percentage, like
acronyms
20% or
raise her.
80% of the women are being impregnated by 20% of the men.
Exactly. And I was like,
70% of men are fucking virgins. What the
Hey.
fuck? I ain't never heard that odds when I was growing up.
Survival of the fittest. If them cats is weak, they're weak. Let them die. That is their fault. They choose
That's
it.
pretty much the genetic gene pool.
Right? That's that they choose that. They can get better, right? They can become stronger, wiser, right?
I'm gonna throw a brick at the window right now.
Go ahead.
What I'm about to
Shatter
say.
that bitch.
go ahead.
All right. I'm about to throw this big fat brick through the window. The same guys who's telling these dudes go monk mode, and these are the same guys will go to these country and fuck pros.
Facts.
Yeah.
Bro, I just say this for so
Hey,
long. I say this off. I never say
Hey, I mean,
Bro.
hey, listen, you shutting down the system to go overseas and fuck with pros.
Right.
What's
Facts.
I don't see the reward.
And-
I
and
don't see the reward in that.
even to reiterate some of the things we've talked about in the past on these podcasts was, a lot of what Kevin Samuels was talking about was, being in the top 1% of men, being a six-figure earner, having the advantages that make women want to come after you. You go into these countries as American men with American dollars, you have just put yourself in the top 1% of the men that they're potentially going to meet in those countries, but yet and still you'll go and get a pro versus trying to get one of their top tier women in that country.
Depending
Make that
on
make
what country
sense.
you're in. Depending on what country you're in, right? Because I've spent a lot of time in
Right.
Europe.
Well,
So-
yeah, I'm
Okay, yeah,
talking
yeah.
about the ones that are more economically sound for our
Understood.
dollars to go further.
Understood.
Because that's
So,
the ones they usually target is the big four.
Correct. Yeah,
Right.
you know what? You know what though? The big four I think people have that list confused. First off, Brazil, Colombia, right, and Dominican Republic. Though Thailand is number one. Thailand was way before the rest of these cats, black men even got to the DR or Latin America, right? Black American travelers. Thailand was it, right?
Thailand and
And-
Philippines,
Yes,
Korea.
because
Yeah.
just like you said, because of the military.
Yep.
Yeah, this is true. No, that's undeniable fact. And Thailand outgrew both of those in the early 2000s when the movie The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio got released. That's when it really took off. But it wasn't for black travelers. It was for
It was a
everyone.
white boy thing. Once they saw
Yes.
that beach, the white boys went over there and said, "Oh shit!"
That's what exactly. But then
Yeah.
again, the Kingdom of Thailand is still very beautiful. Most people don't go to Pattaya because Pattaya is like the local track, your blade, your hoe stroll.
It's the Las
Yo,
Vegas. of
Pattaya
Thailand.
is 90% pros. Ask
know.
any person
Las
that.
Vegas
These-
of Thailand is Pattaya.
I don't know why.
It's not even Las Vegas. It is the track. It is.
Yeah,
the hoe
it's a
stroll.
it's a big red light. It's literally just a
Yeah.
city that's a red light, and I don't
That's
understand
it.
why people spend so much time, especially brothers. They go to Thailand and they stay in Pattaya all day. I'm like, yo, you don't want to go to Chiang Mai, you don't want to go to Phuket. You can go up until it's so many places to go. Chiang Rai, no, we in Pattaya, bro.
Exactly. You know what? Exactly. That's the truth. And I told all right, look, man. I've spent a lot of time in Thailand. My ex-wife is Thai. She was born there, raised here. I was going there a lot. I spent a lot of time there. In fact, 2004, 5, 6, 7, I was there. And I've seen how the kingdom changed. And when you go to Pattaya, right, and you tell a Thai that you went to Pattaya, immediately they look down on you. Just like no matter what city you come from in America, especially a black neighborhood, we all know where the local hoe stroll is in our city. A couple of them, right? We know it. We know where it is. But do you hang out there?
Facts.
No. Why don't you hang out there? Oh, well, it's not a good look. Okay, so why would you go to another country? And if the entire country knows where the track is, the host stroll, they know where that is. Any man that's going over there, they know what it is. Just like any woman in your city, right? You tell her, oh, I was over at the host stroll. It's like, oh, you dirty. I can't mess with you. Something wrong with you. It's
Yeah,
the
you one of
same
those.
thing. Why would you be over there like that when that is Pattaya? That is it. There is no other reason. There's so many other beautiful beaches, islands, waterfalls, great food, great nightlife. There's so much available in Thailand, but you want to go to where the majority of the pros are. It's not a good look, right? I mean, just being there, a lot of times you're guilty by association. I'm not saying cats is doing that, but there's if was it Chris Rock said it? Was it, if you wearing a host uniform, you look like exactly.
Bro, that's like Tobias. You just highlighted one of my big gripes about people going to Thailand and just only going to Pattaya, or even if they in Bangkok, all they do is stay in Nana and Soy Cowboy all day.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yo, bro, are you serious? You travel like 20 hours plus to sit in either if you in Bangkok, Soy Cowboy, Nana, a block radius, or
Not one picture of a temple.
Yeah.
Not one picture of a beach or anything that's similar to Monkey Island. Nothing.
Nope.
No elephant ride. No tigers. You sitting there just waiting for some trim.
and it's exactly, and they gotta pay the bar fine, that whole nine. Man, if that's all you're going to Thailand for, you're missing out, dog. You might as well just stay home, right? Because how much was that plane ticket you got and accommodation? Man, you might as well go ahead and pay, the lady down the street, the one that everybody know, or get you a high class one, and y'all can go out and have dinner together. You can look like the man, but.
Yeah, you would save yourself so much time, like, because it doesn't, and especially like Tobias, you've been to Thailand a lot. It's Thailand. Who cannot meet a woman in Thailand? Like,
man, hey, I don't even deal with Thai women in Thailand. There's so many foreign women, so many bad foreign women, whether they Russian, Ukrainian, Australian, South Korean, Brazilian. There's so many foreign women running around. You know what? If you're online dating, take your Tinder and put it on Koh Samui right now. You will see so many bad Russian chicks. It's ridiculous. People they don't know. But a lot of brothers preach or they show is Pattaya. But I'm like, okay, if you want to go spend your 1,000 baht for the twat, you go ahead and you do that. That's not how I roll any place in the world. So it bothers me, right? I'm actually moving back to Thailand later this year.
And the thing is, most of these chicks are driving in from other regions of the country to those areas to work.
Correct.
Yeah.
They're typically from
So
Northeast
if you
Thailand.
really want to find the baddies, you go to those smaller towns and those provinces, and that's where you're going to find that baddie at that ain't running around in Bangkok or Pattaya
But there's
or
a
any
problem.
of those places.
Those women don't speak English.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. Thai women typically, right, don't talk to foreigners unless you speak Thai. The ones that do speak good English are all pros or former pros. All of them. Unless they come from money and they studied it, right, at university. Or maybe they got like a little business or something, and they usually speak the language of money. They speak
Remember,
dollars.
we're going over there with American dollars. You should be trying to find that one.
Yes, but
Not
like I said,
the ones that are easy.
yeah, but guys who talking about, I'm gonna go to Thailand and find a wife. Nah,
Well,
you'll find a former pro, right?
Yeah. Facts.
If she speaks English, she's a former pro. If you're going out to the provinces like Northeast Thailand, which is called Isan or Khon Kaen or
Isan,
Pibun, you're going to have to speak Thai or Lao. That's what it is. If you don't speak the language, you're not about to move like that. You can't, because you can't communicate with these women.
Yeah, and then also you got to think about it. The ones that actually have bread and like that's in the upper class,
The elite,
they're not messing with no broke dudes like you broke and dusty. They not giving you the time of day. They're not gonna be embarrassing themselves. Like that's why I'm like, dudes be coming out there just looking crazy and like having no social skills. You dressed in like garbage and you expect like the top tier women to take you serious, bro? Like, don't listen to what these dudes are telling you. Like every country, I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't speak for Brazil, DR, and Colombia, but like Tanzania, Thailand, countries I spend a lot of time in, dudes think they could just roll up and find like some like elite girl with money and all that bad and like
Choke D. Good luck. Guess what that is. You're not about to get that in Thailand, man. I mean, again, like as you said, if you don't look right, your communication skills aren't on point. And most other Thai elite, they, even if they speak English, you have to speak Thai first. It shows that you have a respect for the culture. And Passport Bros, most of them, aren't trying to learn English, or excuse me, aren't trying to learn Spanish for the top 3 countries that they visit. So we know they are not going to learn.
Most of them ain't trying to get married either. You already know.
Exactly.
Bro.
I'm looking for a wife. No, you're not.
Right.
You're not.
They ain't gonna put in the time to get the right ones. They gonna put in the time just to get the easy one, like I said.
Exactly.
How you gonna find a wife in 2 weeks? Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, you're right.
Exactly.
You know what? I want to say something here. I was in Thailand. I went to 5 cities, man. When I went to Pattaya, that shit they be selling, man, bro. Listen, let me tell you this, man. Them bros out there hurting, dog. They I saw some of the women that they were fucking with. I'm like, you came all the way for that? I'm like, really? And they sell a good dream, dog. They sell a good dream on YouTube, man. When you see that shit in reality, I'm like, wow, you came out here for that.
Gentlemen, I would love to chat more, but just about to pick up, one of my lady friends, and we headed out. It was a pleasure.
Enjoy your evening, man.
We heard
yes,
the
sir.
Ding, ding, ding. We heard the special ding.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Enjoy your monk mode.
Ain't no monk mode over here.
Hey guys, good evening, everybody.
All right, y'all.
What's up, Ronan, Bobby? Good to see you again. Canole, of course.
What's going on, man?
Yeah, just wanted to touch on that monk mode real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
Run back to that, but yeah, I think that's some nonsense, man. I think it's just a code for incels. I think it's a way that dating content creators give incels another philosophy to make it look like they're deep or like they got some kind of profound insight on something else or a new concept. But I think these young boys need to get outside. They need to really sharpen their social skills. I even say, man, what really helped me with my social skills was like, it was during the recession of 2011, and I had lost my job, and I wound up doing some phone sales for about a month, man. And believe it or not, man, that is a great way. Any kind of sales is a great way to like break your kind of social anxieties and stuff. And now, like, I use it even for my photography, man. Like, I'm going up into the local businesses cold, and I'm just like, yo, you want to do a partnership, like a like a value customer program. You get a top winner, get a photo shoot with me and whatever. And I know I'm going to make money on the upsells and stuff, but it's just like these boys need to get outside and they need to have sex, man. This whole thing about you gotta withhold your sex and I mean, they're teaching these boys some crazy shit. These are some young 21-year-old boys. I'm like,
the whole thing is they're teaching the boys that, but the women are running around buck fucking wild.
Yeah, you need some coochie, man, and you need to learn how to get efficient at getting coochie, so that you're not wasting a lot of your time, but at least you can bust and get back to whatever you're supposed to be doing. But this whole thing about you supposed to be a damn saint until you travel 8 months, you gonna fuck around and have prostate cancer. you need to bust. I'm sorry. I know that sounds crude, but at 22 years old, man, shit, I could stick my shit through a wall, man.
Let me tell you,
Ain't no
our
way to
main
work.
thing as protector providers is we need to have something to protect and provide.
Yep.
So our main mission is to get somebody that's supposed to be trustworthy, loyal, and that gives us peace so that we can go out and do the things we need to do to be productive men. And until you have that, you're really not complete. So if you're not sitting there trying to complete yourself, you're sitting there dormant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot of these
You're
young
not
brothers,
really
I
whole.
think,
Even though you think you are, you're not. Because that
Yeah.
desire is there. You're a hunter, you're a gatherer, you're going to want to hunt. And if you're not hunting, you're not being yourself.
but here's the other thing. Here's the other thing in 2023, Ronan. A lot of these boys, I bet, are dealing with porn addiction. They're not getting outside and interacting with real women, and they got a warped freaking rap for these women. And when they come up to them, they probably scare the shit out of them, man. Like they don't know how to talk to real women. And sometimes it's just having platonic conversation. I talk to every woman in my vicinity when I'm at the bar. Like if I'm sitting next to her or something, I'll just, even if I have no attract, I just strike up a conversation. Maybe I'll talk about her
Hey, how you
kids.
guys doing tonight? You know, how's your evening going?
Exactly.
General
Hey,
conversation.
that pasta looks really good. What is that dish? You know, that kind of shit.
Yeah. Just to piggyback on that, like, because like social skills is a skill. Like, you have to practice, you have to develop it.
It's a muscle. Yeah.
You have to. Yeah, like you in the gym, though, you gotta put it up. But also, especially like with travel, having good social skills enhances your travel so much because you get to interact with people. Like, there's so many places that like travelers have never been to, like, because they never get into the circles. Like, I've been in like circles of countries I went to. I was in the elite circle just by like going up to, like, I'm in the club or whatever, drinking. I go up to a dude like, yo, I'm feeling your kicks. Yo, I like those. Yo, blah blah blah. And we just get to chat. He's like, oh, yo, bro, where you from? Oh, you from here? Yo, we about to
That
go
part
to
right there, Bobby. Say that again, brother. Yep. You know what? Because I met some of the baddest South American chicks in Portugal. I met one from Peru, but they were in a group, and her boyfriend was there, so I didn't really push on it. But I still keep in contact with him. I did a little mini photo shoot for him, and then I met, a couple of Brazilian chicks. And that's the other thing. If you want to meet a Brazilian chick that might be focused on one person and got her head on straight and might be able to speak English, Brazil is probably not your first stop. You might want to check out Portugal or even other parts of Europe, because these Brazilian chicks be out there, man. They be in Spain, London. They're everywhere, man. So just open your eyes, man.
Believe me, you ain't got to
The
go
problem
to
is
to find them.
the problem is you have a lot of these guys telling these men to go to the lower tier areas. So again, like, you got your Paquejeras, the Clock Tower, the Sasuas, and it's just like they don't tell them there are other cities you could go to and really ingrain yourself into that culture.
Right.
But everybody want cheap pussy.
Different
That's what it is.
Yeah. And you know why they can't tell them to go there? Because the chicks have standards. It's not, you can't be coming there all washed. No, let's keep it real, bro. Because this is the last time we talking about the passport, bros, right?
Hey, this is a no holds bar, like all in last time ever. Because I would not talk about passport bros again. But tonight's the night we can let it all out.
Let's
and
get
it's
it
just
off,
like after tonight, I'm done. I would never reference passport bros again.
Yeah, because I'm gonna keep it 100, yo. A lot of these
next time.
No, next time. I'm done. I'm moving on, man. That's it. I'm done. I mean, that whole movement is a joke, and it's just like, you know what? I wish them the best, man. I'm moving forward.
We already
Keep hope
said
alive.
they don't even have a clear agenda on what they actually are. By definition, between a passport bro versus a pookie, you can't tell the difference.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a movement. It's not okay. A movement by definition means you're moving towards something. Where the passport bros ain't going nowhere because it can't move anywhere. How are you going to move something when you got 2 weeks to figure it out? A month max. What movement happens when you got like 2 weeks to figure something out?
Am I supposed to pay a consultation fee to a guy that never shows any tourist areas or any, parts of the country that they've been living in for months, and they just do lives in their living room? What kind of confidence am I supposed to have in their expertise of said country when there's certified travel agents that I could be paying that can probably get me substantial discounts. They have relationships with local businesses. So what would be I'm just trying to figure out, like, how does that make sense? I don't know. Does anyone use those services?
I don't know. I'm not paying the consultation. I'm not paying the consultation. I can't see myself doing it. Like, bro, like everything's on. What you going to tell me that's not an incident? It's probably some hidden gems. But once I get myself situated, get my thing locked down, I'm gonna go out and socialize with people, and I'm gonna find out where it's at. I do that in every country. So like, what am I paying you for?
Right. I mean, every live they're in their living room. I'm like, I have not seen one iota of the country through your eyes. I mean, so what kind of faith do you know?
You have a lot of passport bros who claim it but never show no receipts.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it just literally they just use manosphere talking points with travel, but yet there is no travel receipts whatsoever.
Well, I kind of wonder about this new cat, Floyd, man. Like, he literally is in his living room every live. I'm like, is that brother all right, man? Like, who travels to Thailand and just to film from their living room? I mean,
you didn't hear? You didn't hear? He just recently disassociated himself from Passport Bros.
Oh, okay. I'm sure he ain't missed. But
immediately right after Austin did it, he did it. It was like, ironic.
Yeah, it's ironic.
He needs
the funny
help,
part is, his YouTube channel name is
Passport Bro.
Mr. Passport Bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of? I'm like, bro, come on, let's make this make sense. I hate calling out names, but bro, I'm not a passport bro. But go to my YouTube channel, Mr. Passport Bro.
Something's off with that brother, man. I prayed for him.
I mean, again, it's a come up. It's what it is. It's a come up. No one doesn't want to say it, but it's a come up for them. You're relying on YouTube AdSense to sustain your lifestyle and not realizing that it's not sustainable. You can't run this shit for a long period of time. Look, you already see Ace Live bitching about he's not getting the views that that he once had. Dude, the YouTube is changing every minute.
Yeah.
So it's like, young man, you better go out there and get some real fucking skills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope Ace bought some real estate or something, man. Like, you should be buying Airbnbs just to have something.
And one thing is, like, they don't realize how stupid they are. Is that they don't realize that you're leaving a noticeable digital footprint where you're talking a lot of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
And you're not talking a lot of shit. You're talking a lot of shit about a gender group that has a lot of power.
Yeah, that is so dumb.
So I'm like that, and that's why they don't have nothing to stand on. Because again, bro, you're going against a group of people where they, they can shut you down if they want to.
Kanal, you bring up a great point. This is why, and this is the reason why I never ventured that way. Because this is why people don't do their research. They don't think about stuff like, how is this going to affect my real life? Yeah. There's multiple people that have been shut down. Look, David Bond been in trouble. Some dating coaches, they got banned from countries, and they had to figure out, they got their YouTube channel banned. We're in the age where somebody could just say the wrong thing on Twitter and you're canceled. Yep. They fire you from your job. They ban your bank. You can't get a bank account. They bar you from traveling. What are you going to do then?
Yeah. And that's the thing. They get caught up in the hype of, hey, I'm part of this group and we're talking and we're pumping our chests, not knowing that there's tons of consequences behind your action. All that stuff you've been saying on TikTok, on YouTube, you don't think that's, they're going to fund that? You're leaving your digital footprint, and you guys in your 20s, you got a whole life ahead of you.
Yeah, it's wild.
Now, if you had multiple streams of income, real income, like real strong income, and you had that fuck you money, then yeah, you can say whatever you want. But most guys, especially black men, we don't have fuck you money. We don't.
Yep.
The average black man makes $45,000 a year.
I can help you get there for a price.
He just slid that in there, man. But they ain't got the money to invest, bro.
But that's the thing. That's the thing. A lot of these older heads, and I'm disappointed by them too, man. They should have advised these young guys. But, yeah, Put you on mute, man. The thing is, like, a lot of these older guys that have experience, they should have set these guys down like, hey, man, you can't do this. You can't do that. But no, these old heads signed up to become Passport Bro. It's like, nigga, you 52 years old.
Hold up. These old heads, because
no. A few
you
of them
had an old head that showed you the right way.
No, I know, but I'm saying a few of these other old heads, like they just try to jump on because they doing the YouTube thing themselves. So it's like, what better way to align themselves to a movement that's picking up a lot of steam? But I'm like, that shows me you have no integrity.
Facts.
That tells me like you just in the come up. So you're gonna sign up, you're gonna sign on to this shit that you know that has no sustainability just to just to get a few dollars. And I know these YouTubers ain't making that type of money that Ace and Check is making.
Yeah, facts. And think about it. Go ahead. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
No, my last thing too is like these same YouTubers always begging for damn cash apps, begging for donations. It's like I mean, look, my thing is this: it's not sustainable, man. And it's just like at the end of the day, we should have advised them to move in a proper manner. But now it's too late. It's too late. It's like you'll be a fool to wear a shirt in Brazil that everyone know what it means.
Yeah.
You go to Colombia now. So now you wear that shirt in Colombia, they know what that word means. And they're going to associate that word based on sex tourism. It is what it is. So you walking through the airport, yeah. PB.
That PB.
I don't want to say it. That's when they say PB. I'm like, you walking through the airport, that damn shirt on. I'm like,
what set you represent?
Oh snap, bro! He said PB. I think I said PJ, bro. I'm about
to... And it's just like, yo, you walking through the airport in Brazil and Colombia now. People gonna know what that word is now. Like you made that word so relatable. Like when they see that word, yeah, you here for pussy, cheap pussy at that. Because that's what the Colombian article said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, and you don't think that Colombians are reading that stuff? You don't think that's being spread out through their social media platform?
Yeah. Bro, you speak, yo. You going, man? Keep going, bro. You dropping just that people don't know. No, keep going, bro.
I'm just I'm thinking as a marketer, as a salesman. It's like you guys are not paying attention to the optics, and that's why I cannot take y'all serious. It's just I can't. And it's like at the end of the day, I'm gonna say, yo, where are your receipts? If you're really about this life, where are your receipts? Oh, yeah, I got no receipts. Okay, cool.
Yep.
It's just like that's how the old heads taught me. The old heads taught me like, yo, make sure you represent us in a respectful manner, but also to carry your receipts.
Yep.
But hey, it's what it is, man. Like I said, I wish y'all luck in Brazil and Colombia wearing them damn shirts. Yeah. It just, man, it's the wrong connotation to be associated with right now, especially when the block is hot.
Yeah, and this is the thing that they don't know about. Like the things you just said about like the block being hot. Like there's background stuff that people don't know about. Like even before I even heard of like the Passport Bros and the Mungerers jump. There's groups on Facebook for foreign women that monitor foreigners. Like, oh, this dude's a cornball. This dude blah blah blah. So this information is passing around. Like it's not like, yo, y'all the only one that can do this. Like, come on, like these
fellas, as much as you think you got as much as that you think you got WhatsApp groups, they have WhatsApp groups about you.
It's crazy. And
especially Sasua, man, they got so many WhatsApp groups on you guys, it's ridiculous. I seen a couple of these WhatsApp groups.
Yeah, I seen some of it too.
And they post your picture. They tell stay away from this dude. He's cheap. He smells. He has.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, when you guys think you're winning, you're not winning, man. It's just like.
Yeah, they got WhatsApp mastered in Latin America, man. We're
dude. My girl showed me some tricks on WhatsApp. I'm like, how the hell you do that? they live and breathe WhatsApp. We just started using WhatsApp.
Yeah, they on a whole nother level. And actually, I want to say one more thing. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Bobby. Go ahead. I'm good.
Yeah, I just wanted to piggyback off of like that selling your soul for YouTube and all that.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, like, yo, even the big YouTubers, like if you look at like the big YouTube, Mr. Beast, blah blah,
Mr. Beast, yeah,
they're building businesses outside of YouTube. Why do you think that is? I just want to like, come on, like you can lose all this one day. How many people have had their channel lost by like an accident?
Yeah.
But yeah, go. I just want to throw that in. Yeah,
no, you're right. You're right. I mean, I think they use one thing you guys learn, channels. Marketing have a variety of different channels in promoting their products and services. So social media is one channel. Your website is another channel. Email is another channel. Direct mail is another channel. So again, YouTube is just one channel of multiple other channels. So when you try to throw all your eggs in one basket on YouTube and you do something very stupid and you lose it, you're done.
But you got to look at it this way, man. For some of these brothers, this is their last resort, man. I mean, there's no background check on YouTube, so this is.
But YouTube is changing. YouTube is changing. Just recently, they just changed their rules. So,
word.
Yeah, I mean, but also too, people views are changing. 1 minute I may be into MGTOW, then you know what? I healed from my emotional wounds. Guess what? I'm going to unsubscribe from all MGTOW material. People grow up. People change. People taste change. 1 minute I'm going to be a passport bro. The next minute, you know what? Fuck this shit. I don't need this. I can't even travel.
I got a woman.
Yeah, I got a wife now. I got kids. I don't got time to relate to this shit. So again, it's just why I see what Austin doing. He has to change up. I mean, lucky for him, he caught it early, but it's just like, bro, your face is mugged with this.
Yeah.
And if I Google your name, there's nothing but bad stuff pulls up under your name.
Yeah. That's why I never thought, like, why they don't think about, like, look, imagine if, like, yo, knock on wood, because I don't wish bad on anybody. That your channel just dissipates. So you say the wrong thing, you piss off the wrong person, they report you, your channel's gone. And you put all that on the internet. Now you got to go back to the Matrix and get a real job. And every time somebody put your name in and now all that pop up, how you going to explain that in the interview? Oh, why are you saying you hate so-and-so? What is this? How can I have you represent my company, my brand, and you got all this nonsense on the internet?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Bingo, Alex. Yeah, you talking all this about all this negative towards.
How are you going to work and socialize with half of the women that are on the workforce in our company?
Bingo. There you go.
But he was a barber. He'll go back to being a barber.
No, but I'm speaking in general terms. It could be anyone. Exactly. If you're talking down on a certain group of people as an employer, I'm like, how the hell are you gonna get along with the people that I hire? If you got this disdain, like if you hear how some of these guys talk, yeah. I'm like, bro, man, you're truly hurt.
Yeah, I said that.
Like, you can hear the anger. You can hear the anger, especially when they go live. You can see the frustration on their face. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Every day you talking about this, every single day. There's nothing else going on in your life but this. That speaks volume of the type of person you are. If every day all you could talk about is a certain group of people, and it's just like every day there's nothing else. There's nothing positive going on in your life. You know what I mean? Nothing. That's why I tell guys, when you overseas, stay away from those guys. Stay away from them, man, because they're downers, man. You could be a land of paradise, man. They're gonna find something to bitch about.
Yeah.
Yep, and they get you caught up in some nonsense.
Yeah,
because they say the wrong. They think because they American or whatever country they got privilege, and they say the wrong. Like, there's a couple of dudes like I didn't know they was like that. Like, this was like when I was still new. They said the wrong thing. Everybody. I can't help you, bro. Like, if the entire club trying to jump you, bro, I'm not fighting the entire club, bro. Like you can't be saying some dumb junk and thinking you big boss in another country.
I'm gonna share this incident. This happened back in 2016. I was in Santiago, Dominican Republic. We met some girls. We went to a bar, and I guess one of my guys had an interest in one particular girl, but she wasn't giving the vibe that he wanted. So he got irritated. So she was drinking the beer. He grabbed the beer that she was drinking and said, "No more beer for you."
Man.
And everybody at the table stood quiet. Like I looked at his ass like, nigga. Like, what the hell did you just do?
Some weirdo shit.
Dude, I was so fucking pissed, man. I was like, and she got up and left, and her friends got up and left. And my cousin, he's Dominican. He was like, dude, you cannot do that here, man. You don't grab someone beer while they drinking it and say like no more beer for them, and you were serious. You were like, he wasn't joking.
Shit.
Dude, shit like that. Man, when I pick up certain cues on people, if I see some weird shit, I don't want to be around you. Like I don't need to be around a bunch of niggas when I'm traveling, man. Like I don't need to be part of a clique or a group. Look, I'm good. I'm a grown ass man. Like I can move by myself. Actually, I move better than most of these dudes. So it's just like for me, when I experienced that was my last time. And I'll tell dudes, listen, if we're hanging out, don't be cheap. If I want to go ahead and buy a bottle service, hey, we all chipping in, we're gonna have a good time because you're gonna benefit from it. If you're on some cheap shit, on some dumb shit, or you're on some lazy shit, don't be around me. I'm here to travel.
In the room.
Yeah, stay in the room or do, you know what? Go do you. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to mingle. I'm here to enjoy myself. If you nickel and diamond every little thing, dog, it's in pesos, man. You still nickel and diamond? That means, yo, we got two different taste buds. So it's just, guys, if I understand a lot of you guys are new, you want to find new travel buddies, be mindful who you travel with, because again, that person can make or break your travel experience. And especially if that dude is rude,
Facts.
man, don't tolerate any rude person around you, man.
Yeah, like the story I was just talking about. It was like a brother I met at like an after hour spot. I just met him, like he came to the table. He's like, "Oh yo, I heard your accent." I'm like, "Yeah, blah blah blah, yeah." So we started drinking together. He grabbed a chick, and his brother went and said something to one of the Thai security guards. And he don't know, like, you can't, like, saving face in Thailand is like everything. They will kill you. They rather kill you than be embarrassed. Yeah. So he did some junk. He said something wrong thing. All I seen was every Thai security guard come at him and his brother and just was wailing. And they had the little batons, police batons. And it was it happened so fast. I didn't even realize what was going on. I'm like, what the hell's going on? And they just wailing. I'm like, bro, I can't help you. Yeah. Like, what do you want me to do? I can't. I'm not gonna jump in there because they're gonna beat me too. And I don't even know what he did. So I'm like, bro, I just smooth walked off, and I called it a night because like I can't be involved with it. Because like dudes you know how dudes act when they go overseas. Like I'm the man now.
Yeah,
I can do whatever I want. They talk to people like they be talking to servers like, yo, what the fuck is going on with my food? I'm like, bro, what?
Yeah,
you don't got no common sense.
I've seen this in many countries, and I see it a lot in DR because like now you get a lot of dudes going to DR, and man, I hear guys say some real disrespectful shit to people, man. Throwing money at the person, like, yo, keep the change. I don't need it. I'm like, nigga, I know I make more money than you. I was like, dude, I know I make more money than you, and then I don't act like that. And it's just like the arrogance, the level of arrogance with a lot of these black men traveling to these countries is ridiculous, man. The ego, I know everybody here. Dude, I stay away from a lot of expats too.
Yeah,
a lot of these expats,
shady.
they be shady as fuck. Shady as fuck, and also too, dog, they be into some real deep shit. Yep. So guys, I mean, it's cool. I mean, unless you build a rapport with them, a lot of these expats, be careful out there, man, because a lot of them be on some shady shit, and they need you as a come up.
Yep. Like they be super friendly and junk like that. Then you find out they staying in some shack somewhere around the corner.
Majority of them do stay in shacks. That's the crazy part, and that's why it's funny when I hear and watch some of these guys. Is like, man, you guys are selling a fantasy. You're selling a fantasy to these young men, not telling them what the real deal is. A lot of these guys are struggling overseas, man.
Yeah, man.
A lot of these guys are running away from the law.
Yeah, that's big. You can repeat that one.
Dude, I mean, it is what it is, man. It's just like, look, at the end of the day, like I said, you see me, we could meet up, grab a drink. After that, after we have our drink, I'm going my own way. Like, if I don't know you like that real tough, I mean, we can meet up in the place in the afternoon. We're not meeting at night. I gotta feel you first.
Hell
man.
no.
I gotta feel you first, man. Until that, hey, we can grab a drink at the bar at dinner, daytime, whatever. But to my young man out there that just started traveling, man, be smart. Don't be eager to trust people, especially expats. These guys that live in these countries, be careful, man.
Yeah,
And
like
go ahead, Bobby.
yeah, I was about to say, I'll say I agree with you. Like, especially like if you're gonna hang out with some expats, if you see them like that nickel and diamond, just cut it off right away because you already know it's gonna be like some bull. I recommend you hang out with expats that you can see they have no struggle. Like they will get you caught up so easy. Like there'll be times you get caught up with something and you don't even know what's going on. Like
Next
this
thing you
one
know,
time,
you're paying the bar tab, not them. Them
Yup,
have
like,
the bar tab
yup.
on your ass.
I was just about to say that exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead, Kanal.
No. I'm just saying, guys. We were talking about things that you don't like. These people don't talk about. They just say, "Get your passport. Get your passport. Get your passport. Just come over here and you be all right." No, you're not going to be all right. They're not telling you that when you go to Thailand and you're walking through the red light district and these girls are pulling you left and right. They're not pulling you left and right because they like you. They're trying to get money off of you. And the thing is, they're not telling you that when these girls try to make you ring that bell, you got to buy everybody a drink. They're not telling you that. So it's just like, again, you got all these guys just pushing this, man. And it's like, why are you not telling these guys the truth, man? There's a lot of guys that getting married to these women that have multiple boyfriends or have multiple sponsors.
Say that again.
They don't talk about that. But hey, you can find a subservient woman that could iron and cook your clothes. Cook your clothes, cook your food. But they're not telling you that, man. A lot of these girls, man, they know they trying to find a way out. I mean, unless you take the time to get to know somebody and not rush it, vet them, dude, you're not gonna find a wife. You're not.
Kanal, put that smoothie down, brother. You had one too many. You had one too many smoothies. Put that smoothie down, brother.
Hey, man, it's just I'm just tired of the lies, man. I'm tired of the fantasies, man. I watch some of these guys. I'm like, hey, what? Like, serious? And it's just like, and then you want to come downplay women here in the States. Like, I got sisters, I got nieces, man. And it's just like you put all these women into one category, but yet you going overseas fucking with hoes.
Yep. Sponsoring other dudes' lifestyles. Like, yo, you know how many girls offer me, like, yo, I got this dude sending you money. I just need somebody to, you can come live with me, whatever. Like, I'm feeling you. All you have to do is just dip off when he come back. I'm like, bro, I ain't doing that dumb shit. What the fuck I look like? Yo, I ain't bumming it up. But yo, there's a lot of brothers and also locals that's doing that. They living off of your money. And dudes don't talk about this. Like, I don't know why they don't talk about this, but like,
that uncle, that brother that lives in the province, that's her husband. That's her baby daddy.
I mean, it's just, I don't know. I mean, like, at the end of the day, I want guys to go out to these countries, have fun, learn the culture, learn the custom, get the experience that you seek. If it's, mongering or if it's, finding a good person, take your time, man. Don't be in a rush and understand that you got to put in work. It's nothing easy. It's actually harder. You're going to deal with more shit overseas than you deal here in the States. I'm being honest. And they're not telling you that. Because for
Yep.
one, you got to learn the culture, you got to learn the language, you got to learn the laws. At least in the States, you pretty much know everything. You just got to find the right check.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's called an acclimation period. When you go somewhere like that, you have to get acclimated to the rules, the customs, and everything else. That's why when you travel, you should give yourself more than a week. You haven't even really acclimated to the things that are going on around you.
Yeah.
Look at this. Leo said, I met a lot of expats around the world that were trifling. Brothers, please avoid these low lives. I'm telling you, man, a lot of these expats are, dude, be careful, guys. Don't be happy because the guy speaks English, man. If anything, that's a red flag. Man, unless he has a successful business, there's several brothers in these countries that have very successful business. They're doing well for themselves. Yes, but a lot of the others, no. And they're not telling you that.
Yeah. I mean, because they I mean, especially like the content creators, like their business is you.
Yep.
Your super chats, your views, that's their business. That's why they got to sell you this dream. Like, I don't understand how people don't see that there's a conflict of interest. I can't tell you the bad things if you are my business. Like, why would I make my business go down by warning you about the dangers? I'm like, oh yeah, nah, come here, yo, super chats. Let's get these super chats up, yo. More views, all that. Nah, this is the safest place to work. Don't mind that guy over there getting robbed. Get him. That chick with the knife. Nah. That's an illusion.
Yeah, man. It's just funny. It's comical, man. It's like right now, Colombia is not. Look, whatever statistics they want to share. Look, Colombia is not safe right now. The country is going through a lot of shit. The economy is bad. People are unemployed, hyper unemployed. Cost of living is increasing due to all the Americans moving into the country, buying property. They're complaining about rent being too expensive now. The locals are complaining that rent is getting expensive. So now these people got no choice but to start targeting other locals and tourists. Especially when you have guys going to these countries, like going to Cartagena, making it rain every day in delirium, or buying bottles just to pour bottles on the other bottle. That don't make any sense.
Yeah, that's dumb, John.
Or you walking around with Cuban links on, dude. Yeah, they're gonna rob you.
Target, Mark. You wouldn't do that in your own fucking hood. Why would you go to another poor country and do it over there?
You going to Thailand, you go to Pattaya. Pattaya is just walking street. Now, if you're willing to put in the work and research and go to other areas outside of walking street, there's a lot to see and do in Pattaya. But the thing is, they don't promote that. They promote the 808, the Flex, the walking street, Soy 6, and that's it. But lucky for me, I met some cool people and I did my research. I was able to see Thailand. Like, honestly, my best experience was in Bangkok.
Yeah, that's why I stay in Bangkok. I love.
And I'm gonna tell you this, guys. When I'm in Bangkok, I don't see no brothers. Like when I was doing those rooftop parties, I was the only black guy.
Yep. The only time you're gonna see brothers is in Sugars.
Yes, yeah, that was when, yeah. I went to Sugar a few times, and even the Sugar, like I met the promoter there. We hung out, but after that was Africans. Then I met some Africans. They took me to an African spot. I hung out there. But it's just like, really, I had a great time in Bangkok. I had a great time in Chiang Mai. Phuket was cool, but Phuket is kind of like a smaller version of Pattaya.
Yeah, it's a tour.
Yeah. I'm not feeling Phuket either, man.
So I mean, for me, my true experience was in Bangkok, and I had a shorty from Chiang Mai fly in to meet me in Bangkok. So it's just like, I was able to have a great time and really experience the country. And I went to Chiang Rai, which is like the northern city of Chiang Mai.
And had his own interpreter.
Dude, man, it's just like, I mean, guys, do your research. Whatever experience you want, you got to put in work. You have to. If you're going to rely on somebody giving you information and you're not doing your own research, then, dude, whatever experience you get, you deserve it. It is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, this is a pet peeve. I want to know. I want to open this to the panel because, like, it just doesn't annoy me. I'm gonna just. Am I crazy? Okay, The Matrix. Now, look, I'm gonna preface it because I know America has its problems. I'm not saying like America's perfect and all that, but I hate like people always like, yo, the Matrix is like it trying to keep me down, blah blah blah. But without the Matrix, you have no money to travel because you got an American passport. Go get a Nigerian passport and try to bounce around all these countries. Like it's so contradictory. I'm like, wait, what? You always complaining about the thing that actually allows you to travel. Am I wrong? Am I crazy? What do y'all think about that?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna answer that question, but I'm gonna read this comment by Bravo. I don't understand why a lot of brothers trash Jamaica. Went by myself for 2 weeks in Kingston, stayed in the city, had mad fun. Yeah, man, dude. Wherever you go, you dictate the type of fun you want. You could go like, dude. I had fun in Bahamas.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have fun anywhere. I think people just tend to focus on the same countries, and that's it. That's the only options you have. But yeah, Jamaica. I mean, Trinidad. I mean, all these other countries in the Caribbean. You know, we have so many options, man. But yeah, the whole Matrix shit, I never got it. I never understood that shit because for one, guys, I'm from Haiti. Haiti is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. I am blessed to be raised in the United States. I'm blessed to call myself an American. I'm blessed with the privileges that I have in this country. Yes, although it may not be fair, but there's no other country in the world that I'd rather live. Because this country was the only place where they gave my mother, a Haitian illegal immigrant, an opportunity to retire. So I would never trash, oh, the Matrix this, Matrix that. Yeah, nothing's not perfect, but shit, Brazil ain't no different.
Yeah.
Colombia, no different.
Every country has
hold on. Dominican Republic is no different. Mexico is no different. It's just like, you know, they want to put these countries in the pedestal. It's like, dude, like for one, Brazil has high racism, high colorism, high classism, but they don't talk about that. They just say, oh, they just got beautiful women. Yeah, but that country's changing. They don't tell you that blacks in Colombia, I mean, in Brazil and Colombia have the highest unemployment rates. They don't talk about that.
Yep.
Right.
So it's just like, you know, when they want to quickly trash the Matrix, like, bro, how you making your money?
Yep.
How you owning your properties? How you know, getting all these yields from your investments? From the Matrix. If you don't like the Matrix, then you know what? Sell all your properties, get rid of all your investments, don't have no job, and just move to that country and just live like the locals live.
Hey, you know what the bigger one?
No.
Renounce your citizenship and give up that passport and see how many countries you're going to.
Oh, hell no.
True.
Bro, every country you go to, there's a Matrix.
Yeah.
Right? You're talking an American one, you're talking a different country's Matrix. Everybody has their own sense of what their reality is. You can pick and choose which one you want, or you can deal with the one you were born in and blessed in. You know, you need to learn how to function in the world, period. Yes, there's places in the world that you get certain advantages based on the fact that you come from this Matrix, America. But at the end of the day, everybody has their own games to play. It's whether you yourself make yourself happy in the environment that you're in. If you're not happy here, you can go find somewhere where you feel like you're more welcomed and happier. But live your life at the same time. Everybody has a matrix they got to deal with, their own false sense of whatever that society dictates is their reality.
You have people in Brazil and Colombia trying to run away from their country to come to the U.S. They're trying to escape their matrix or go to Europe because they don't like their matrix because they don't have no opportunities. So it's just like the only reason why you're promoting these countries because you're winning. If you were not winning in these countries, you would not be you would not be promoting it. Yep. Like NBA players, NFL players, dude, they're winning here. They don't feel like, yo, I could travel for a weekend and come back home and I'm still winning. The thing is, you want to put yourself in a position where you can win anywhere.
Anywhere.
Yep. And I just want to say, and just to like preface this, I don't want to make it sound like I'm shilling for America. Like I know America has its problems, but like honestly, I feel like a lot of blacks should eventually stack up their money and leave because like it is a little bit unfavorable for us. But I just didn't get the whole point of like, yo, you bash in a place that's going to give you the opportunity to get out of the matrix. That's why I always thought it was kind of weird.
I don't have any issue. Hey, QB, man, I see you jumped in, man.
Yeah, can you hear me okay? Is everything
Yeah.
cool?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. No,
Yeah,
I'm just kind of testing some things. Yeah, I got this wireless Bose with the mic.
Okay.
So
It's loud. It's clear.
it's clear. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be back at my crib, so I just wanted a little setup for a while before I go back to Max. You know.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, man. The topic is the kind of like this is like my final address to the Passport Bros. All the shit that's been happening. And also talked about the checks and Ace Live beef issue, and that's about it, man. So we're just doing our last final rundown because I'm not gonna talk about Passport Bros again. I'm done with it, man. It's like it is what it is. So
Gotcha. Cool. Well, yeah, just my 2 cents in. You know, coming in late, no big deal. You know, Ace, great guy. He was honest that he changed his content, but it's working for him. Checks in effect. I don't know too much about him, but he seems like another good content creator that keeps it real. I sub to his channel. And hey, as long as we find our path where we're having success, I don't think we need to bash other content creators, you know?
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I think you know we all have our own unique lane. Like even for me, it's like, you know, Black Man Travels may change. I may switch up and, you know, do something completely different. You know, for me, this is just an outlet for me to share my experiences, my ideas with, you know, with the masses, anyone who wants to learn. But I may pivot to something else, you know, or I may just stop in general and just do something different. So at the end of the day, man, just, you know, I think as content creators, Black content creators, we need to come together and work together because trust me, a lot of our counterparts, they're working together and getting that bag. And when I mean bag, they're getting the millions. They're not getting $100 cash apps. They're getting millions because they realize like, hey, I travel, you travel, you got 500,000 subscribers. I have it. Let's do something together.
Right.
But for some reason, as Black content creators, I think more as Black people, we have this boss mentality. Like, you know, we got to be the boss. It was my way to the highway, or I can only be the only one up top. And it's not always the case. Other races of men don't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the first thing we would need to do is mimic. I don't want to say like that kind. We should start taking some influences from the other spaces. Like look at the white traveler space. What is their name? What is their collective name? Somebody tell me, because I don't know.
No,
they really don't.
Names. They don't have collective names. They're all individual. They market their own brands. Patty Doyle is one. You know, even staying with the brothers, Passport Heavy. I want to be commercialized. I want to be able to be picked up, sponsored by different companies. I don't want to have to cater towards one group.
Yep, and that was my point exactly.
You know,
they don't have. They're not under
problem.
one.
We're all competing for one spot, which is within the Black community. When there's a whole world out there, even with Ace Live, he has people that are following him all over the world. Yeah, the same thing. Why are we trying to just compete for just our own little group here in America when there's so many other people you can reach with your content and be commercialized to where you got national or international sponsors? See, white people do it right. They get their sponsorships, they get their affiliates, any kind of camera equipment. I already got affiliated with Instagram or Insta360, GoPro. I'm getting my affiliations done. So anything I'm using in my content, I can market and sell right along with the content I'm providing. The clothes that I wear, the clothes that the girl wears in my content, I plan on having affiliations. You want to click on a button and buy what she had on? Guess what? Click on the button and buy what she had on. I'm going to get a piece of that. Yep. We got to think smarter. That's how you get multiple streams of income. Competing for just subscribers alone ain't going to get it.
Or for cash apps.
Yep.
Or for cash apps. You ain't got to be online for 5 hours trying to get cash apps.
Yeah, chucking and jiving. And that was my point exactly. They don't have a collective name. They're all their own individual brand. So if what so-called do some wild junk, it does not affect me. And that's what we should be thinking. Like, we're all our own individual brand. We're our own individual. If you want to take it serious, our own individual business. And we can collaborate. Like, okay, like Marvel collaborates with McDonald's when they drop in a movie. That's how we should be doing joint ventures. But dudes is not thinking like that.
Exactly. Me and Kanal already talked. That's what I plan on doing. That's my whole.
I'm doing the same thing because I'm actually doing the same thing as far as like building the affiliates and everything else. But also too, like for me, my website is like one of my channels that I use, like using my blogs, making sure my SEO keywords are aligned. My content, just my photos, my videos. Yeah, YouTube may not be doing great, but my website is fucking killing it. And so it's just like
your content. There's a website where you can put up your content and actually people will buy it as B-roll stuff. Yeah,
I mean, that's something I need to get better at. And I'm still learning, but I think as content creators, it's important that we build our own brand as an individual and find partnership opportunities to work together. I think the Passport Bros, it just lumps you into one category, and right now the current optics and perception of Passport Bros is just all negative.
And here's the key point: everybody has their specialty, even in this panel. People have experiences in certain things.
QB, Mr. Mexico.
Could you imagine if you pulled those resources together?
I'll say this. QB
for everybody's benefit.
I'll say this, QB. Like honestly, if you were to take your YouTube to another level, maybe less on showing the ladies, you could actually go to the Mexico tourism and say, hey, listen, I could produce some videos in some of your smaller, lesser known cities to build tourism. And having a tall black guy, handsome guy doing a tour video of their local smaller city outside of Cancun or Playa del Carmen, dude, that's money in your pocket. My boy just got back from El Salvador, where his trip was sponsored by the El Salvador tourism department. 10 G's. So it's just like there's ways we can make money in this, but
there's money out there in them hills. Okay,
we just got to clean up our brand, and that's why I think you have a lot of these guys out there. They could do some serious, amazing work and get some money, get the bag. But if you're aligning yourself to a so-called movement that's not going to benefit you, man, dude, it's just at the end of the day, there's only so much Cash App and donations you could get.
Me and Kanal come from a marketing background. We look at things as far as how do you make dollars and cents out of it. Okay, so if you're looking at brands, not just your local community pages or YouTube content providers, but the white boys, you're looking at Mr. Beast. You're looking at all these guys. They got multiple ways that they're making money. How many black content creators are doing the same thing? And why? If you know that something works, are you sitting here trying to reinvent the wheel when the wheel has already been made?
I'm gonna share this. I stayed in a villa, beach villa in DR, and I convinced the woman, like, hey, if you give me a free night, I'll do a free video for you. She loved the video so much, she gave me 2 free nights.
Exactly.
And that was content that I used, but also I gave her the same content for her. So sometimes by leveraging your talent could actually enhance your travel experience, man. It's like your trips don't have to always be surrounded by women. I mean, the women's icing on the cake, but it's just like if you're a single guy, dude, leverage some of your skill sets that you have to benefit you. If you're a good sales guy, maybe you could create a business opportunity out at a so-and-so country.
Thailand, import, export. I mean, stuff. I was talking to my girl about this. I think Zoom to Thailand and a couple other people had talked about, Elle got a dress for maybe 500 baht. And the dress was like bomb. You can buy that stuff over there, ship it over here, or sell it online and have a FBA like Amazon ship it over here to whoever and make buku dollars off of something that costs 500 bahts in Thailand.
I'm gonna tell you guys this.
Things like that. Yeah. There's good manufacturing companies over there. If you like a certain type of car and there's shortage on parts, have the part manufactured over there and have it shipped over here and sell that shit. There's always a way to make a fucking dollar.
Yeah, this dude's doing it now. I met a couple of dudes
Exactly.
in Phuket, and I'm gonna tell you one thing: they not black. They built a
No.
whole business, and they
Thank
not
you.
black.
You gotta think outside the fucking box they put you in.
I'm thinking about, honestly, my girl and I, we've been talking, because we're thinking about opening a store in DR and taking a trip to China
Yeah.
and go check out some of the manufacturer out there and see how, hey, what can we do to get some deals, some vendors in China to have some, a whole resale partnership where we can send stuff to DR and sell
Bruh.
some shit, man. I'm like,
You can
dude,
get
that's what
hair
I'm
from
on now.
India. You can get hair from China. You can have a little hair part where you can import bundles and do all.
Yeah,
kinds of
man.
shit,
So it's
man.
like,
all the sky's the limit. It's just if you open your eyes and see the resources that are right in front of you and know that your dollar goes a lot further overseas, and all you have to do is work out the export of it into the United States, whether it be through another source or whether it be from you doing it.
and that's
You
why I
can
tell
make money
guys,
anywhere.
there's level to this shit. There's levels to this. So for you to call me a passport bro, I laugh. It's like, dude, I'm not on that shit. I'm not traveling for this little thing that you're looking for. I'm traveling now to see, hey, are there's
opportunities?
There's business opportunities.
Yeah.
Is there any way I could leverage relationships, man? It's like now, even like my trip to DR, bro, I'm trying to look at this business opportunity when I'm down there. So it's just like now I could care less. I mean, yeah, we can meet up for a drink, but I'm not trying to turn up, get lit. No, dude, I'm trying to get back home. So yeah, if you call me a passport bro, no, I'm not a passport bro.
Yeah,
It's what it is.
Yeah, I'll never be a passport bro. I mean, I'm never gonna like the only movement I might align myself with is probably digital nomad. But like you never could have me jump onto like one of these waves, like high value man, passport bro, whatever.
I never considered myself a high value man. Did you ever
Right.
call yourself a high value man?
No,
No.
like it doesn't make sense. Like, okay, listen.
That's another American coin term.
Listen,
I never called myself a high value man. It's like shit. Even though I fit the criteria, and it's like, nah, I'm
I'm an
ordinary.
American
I'm gonna ask y'all
and
this.
now I'm going to turn myself into an international businessman. Period. I'm all about business.
Go ahead, Bobby.
This is the reason why I never call myself a high value man. Things should be what's the saying? Things should be seen, not spoken. I can't even think of the right saying.
Yeah. Things should be
Yeah.
seen, not spoken.
Yeah, like, cause does the king of Thailand have to tell you he's the king of Thailand?
Oh,
or
he's
you
the king
just
of
know
Thailand.
exactly? So why you have? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, yo, I gotta beat my chest. I'm high value man, 6 figures. Like, bro, you
You
can
know
see my
That's
lifestyle.
saying-
It's the same
as
thing
you
being
saying
called
that you're
alpha.
an alpha male.
Yeah, that
Alpha
shit is
male is the
comical,
one
man. I'm like, alpha, you alpha.
You already know the one that's sitting in the back of the room watching the whole fucking room is the alpha. Everybody else is running their fucking mouth and talking real loud is the bitch.
Man, I'd laugh
Period.
at this shit. I'm an alpha. Like, you're an alpha. What makes you an alpha?
Right.
And they can never answer that question.
Right.
Oh,
you're
okay.
spies. You know how many bitch ass niggas I've seen run when the first sign of a bullet comes flying their way? You tough until something really goes down. It's called a fight or flight. Size don't make no difference. None of that.
It's interesting. Within the past 3 years, we had alpha, high value, passport bro. What else? What other hashtag or other? What?
Pookies.
Well, Pookie's always been there. Pookie's been there since the beginning of
okay.
time.
I'll give you
mean-
that. I'll give you that.
I
But
mean,
you
I
know,
guess the big one's assist. Save yourself, black man.
Oh yeah, SYSMB, something like that. Black man M, something like that. MGTOW, yeah. There's MGTOW, green pill, red pill, blue pill,
Black
pill.
black pill.
Purple? Is there a purple pill now?
It's an every
Wow.
color pill. Like
This is ridiculous.
it's just dumb. Like bro, it's just stupidity. It's like they make
I
like
mean, you took a simple movie with a blue and a red pill and just blew
Matrix.
that shit up.
yeah.
The fuck? You either gonna stay in a fantasy land or you're gonna break the fuck free. One of the two. That's all he gave you was a choice. He didn't give you 15 pills to pick from. Okay, Neo, you want this purple pill here, or you want this black pill, or do you want this red one? The red one's really good because then you're really gonna wake up and see what's really fucking going on. He didn't do all that. Blue pill or black or the red pill. That's
Now
it.
they have what beta, sigmas,
Yeah,
alphas,
sigmas.
Omegas,
Uh,
like all these different
what's that?
personalities.
Incels, you know.
The
Incels.
incels, all that. But listen, all this stuff is just like every time I hear more stuff, it's like all I'm hearing is like I do not want to put in the work. That's all I hear when you say that. Because like, bro, I don't have time to be thinking. Like, yo, I'm gonna sit here and think like, how am I gonna try my movement? Because like I think
I'm trying to go viral. Yeah, I'm trying to go viral. I'm gonna come up with a name that's gonna go viral.
I don't know, man. It's just funny to me, man. It's just like it's a cop out. It's a cop out. You don't want to deal with the issues at hand. You're trying to find a way to separate yourself to make you feel proud. Wherein, dude, just be a good man with integrity, man. Stay on your ground. That's it. You know, women will fucking respect you, dog. Like that's one thing. Like for me, if you guys ever meet me in person, I got your back. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. And that's something I teach my two sons. Like, listen, whatever you say you're gonna do, you're gonna have to do it. Yep. And I'm like the strong silent type, man. Like, yeah, I may look, okay, intimidating if I'm not smiling, but dude, I'll smile, I'll laugh, I will have a good time. I got your back. But it's just like, I don't need to say I'm an alpha, I'm a high value, and like sometimes people will talk about, oh, I've been here, I've been there, but
I think the minute you say it, you lose it.
Like sometimes
you say it as a man, you really lose the title of being that. You like shouldn't have to say it. Other people should recognize it in you, period.
Like this one guy, he was bragging about going to 3 countries. I'm like, I didn't tell him how many countries I've been to, but I was like, okay, cool, man. You had a good time? All right, cool.
Respect.
But it's just like at the end of the day, man, like, what are you doing to become a better person and a better person for society? Like, are you a piece of shit person? Are you fucking doing things that you're not supposed to be doing? It just, like I meet a lot of piece of shit dudes when I'm traveling. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that shit.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's a lot of slime balls, man. And I mean, like, you know what? I'm good. It's nice talking to you, man. Enjoy yourself. I'm gonna go left. And yeah, I mean, just like I said, the whole Brazil situation, these guys hiding the cameras and stuff, man. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it's just dumb. Like this is what I think about, and I think a lot of people are just living for today. They're not thinking long term. Like I don't want to put nonsense out there that like, okay, the next generation can't benefit off of, because that's what we should be doing. We should be putting all this information, gathering all this information, so we could give it to our kids, so they could take it to the next level. We shouldn't be trying to like set our kids up for failure by putting out nonsense and filling their head with garbage. Do y'all agree with that?
I agree. I mean, I have 2 sons. Sometimes my oldest son, he listens. My oldest son, he plays football at a local university, and he listens and he tells people what I do. He's proud of it. It's like, yeah, my dad does this and that, whatever. Because the thing is, my kids are looking at me. My youngest son lives with me. So sometimes when he walks by, he's probably listening what I'm talking about. So I'm setting an example for them.
I think that's a difference between men that travel that are fathers and have that responsibility of knowing they have a legacy that's looking up to them for direction versus the young men that are traveling that don't have that kind of responsibility and the wherewithal to know that they're gonna have a legacy looking at what they've done, because now that it's documented, it ain't gonna disappear. Yeah. You're gonna have to explain that to your kids eventually. What the hell you thought you were doing? Looking like a fool.
Like even
what you were doing, and you actually recorded that shit.
Even my oldest son, I talk to him all the time. Like, hey, he's going to spring break to Mexico, to Puerto Rico. I know he's getting it in, but I tell him, like, bro, don't not record nothing that's going to hurt you. I tell him that all the time. And don't be a part of anybody's video that's going to come back and hurt you because you play ball. Like, hey, if you smoking or whatever, don't put that shit on video. So, at the end of the day, I can't control you, but all I can do is just advise you.
Exactly.
And, I don't want my son to be acting like some of these dudes with the passport community acting. Like, no, dude, it's like, hey, just be smart. I want you to come back home safe.
Yeah. It's common sense. This is what I feel like. I feel like in this day and age, common sense is lost. Like, people not understand when you put something on the internet, you have no control over it anymore. It's done. Unless you got like some private server or something, whether you like a master, a IT master, even then somebody will find a way to rip it and screen record it and put it out there. So why would you put out something that's gonna 20 years from now, your mindset change? Even 10, say it's like 10 years from now, your mindset change. Now people bring it up, oh, ain't you this dude? What you talking about?
It's funny. I took my son out to dinner, and we were talking about his dating life. I mean, granted, he's a football player, so it's like dude 6'3", defensive tackle. So I was like, hey, do you have a hard time meeting? He was like, nah. I said, are they difficult? Like, no, not really. They're women. Like the way he talks, like I'm just here to have fun, And it's like, but when I listen to other guys, it's like the world is about to come to an end.
Thank you. You can say that again.
Like I talked to my nephew, same thing. My nephew's in their 20s. Are you having a hard time? No, not really. I mean, I go out, party, have a good time, meet women, go on dates, whatever. But when I hear based on what I'm hearing on YouTube, it's like, man, there's nothing out there. Yeah. So I'm like, is it you? Are you the problem?
Yeah. I mean, I'll do you one better. Like, I feel like it's easier now to meet women than it was back in the day because so many dudes have just gave up. They monk moding, they doing all this other nonsense. Bro, like, women is okay. If you reduce, like, it's just a simple supply and demand. If you reduce the demand for something and you oversupply it, the price is going to drop.
Like I'll tell you this: the house party that I went to last week, majority of people there were women. Tomorrow, today's Saturday. I'm going to a chocolate art show. So it's like a urban art show with chocolate, chocolate and wine. And I'm kind of looking forward to it. Like I bought the ticket early. So I'm actually gonna go drive to Atlanta and then I'm going by myself. And I'm gonna experience this urban art show that features chocolate and wine. Dude, I'm gonna go out there and mingle. And I know I'm gonna see some baddies in this art show with wine. Majority of people, they're gonna be women. So it's just like, for me, when I hear guys go monk mode, don't do nothing until your next travel, it's like, bro, you're hurting yourself, because the thing is, each time I go out, I'm just sharpening my skills, my mingling skills. And even as a marketer, as a networker, dude, I need that. That's important. As a marketer in sales,
yeah,
you got to know how to talk to people. So if I decide, not go out for 6 months and not interact with people, dude, when it's time for me to actually talk to people, I'm gonna be awkward as hell.
Yo, you preaching right now.
Even Kevin Samuel said that. It's something called I forgot. There's a word for it. When you don't use a certain skill, you lose it.
Oh, atrophy.
Yeah, atrophy. So it's just like, if you go 6 months, 8 months, you're gonna go monk mode for your next Brazil trip, which is gonna last for 2 weeks, but you're gonna shut it down for 8 months. Dude, how are you gonna go and mingle and talk to people, especially in a different language, if you haven't spoken to anybody here in the States?
Yep.
So
go ahead.
No, go ahead, Bobby.
No, I was just gonna piggyback on that. Like you saying, you going to that. Like I'm a house head, man. I like going to house festivals.
Oh, I love house music, man. Chicago.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, and a lot of brothers, most of those house festivals be women, cause
but women,
dudes are scared to dance. Like, I love to dance. Like, you know how many girls, bro? You know how many girls come up to me and start dancing with me, just off the rip.
I'm the same way. It's like, I love house music. I dance to house music, but I also too, like, I could dance bachata, I could dance merengue. In salsa, I'm not really too good, but I surprise people. And when you dance and smile and have a good time, that's nothing but positive energy that you're attracting. Yep. Women love that, man. That's why I just don't understand the mixed messaging these guys are pushing out there. Just to travel. I'm like, dude, travel is just the icing on the cake of your life. You still got the whole cake about you, that what you do here in the States. And, for me, it's just like, go out and mingling and talking to people, either be a man or a woman, just constant conversating, because you just never know who you meet.
Exactly.
And trust me, guys, the true movers and shakers are not traveling to fucking Sosua. They're not traveling to Cartagena, fucking the Wall City, or Pacajeres, or Patia. The movers and shakers are the places that most guys don't go.
Yep. Yeah, like, why would you want to be where everybody? Like, it doesn't make like if you got something to lose, why would you want to be where everybody else is at? Like, it doesn't make sense.
Dudes don't get it, man. Dudes don't get it. So it's just like, I mean, you know what? At the end of the day, we set ourselves apart from everyone else because we move different. Everyone is pretty much the herd following the shepherd off the cliff to do the same shit everyone else is doing. Literally effing the same person too.
Oh, bro, come on.
Like I said, there's levels to this shit.
Hey, I was in Patia, man. I went to 808, man. And it's always, it seems like brothers are literally smashing the same chicks, man. Because there's a certain look that most of the brothers go for. And I saw it when I was in 808. And I was just watching. I'm like, wow. Yeah. It's like the circle is so small. Like, you literally see them in their own environment. It's like, wow, yeah, you guys are literally sharing the same talent.
Yeah, bro. You don't know how many, like, this is why I could probably stay in Pattaya probably a weekend. Probably max 3 days. Because, like, it's
I was only there for 3 days. After
Yeah.
3 days, I went back to Bangkok and party in Bangkok.
Yeah, it's because you see the exact same people
Yeah.
over and over again, and then you hit you talk to dudes. Oh yeah, we just ran the train, or everybody had her. I'm like, y'all want that? Like, that's what's going on. It doesn't, and I don't understand how you could live. Imagine living there, and you know everybody like, and it's crazy because like dudes they be making chicks they like they main girl, and I'm like, you know your boy hit that already. Like, how do you have a conversation? Oh, yo, this is my girl, and then your boy just laughing at you. Oh, yo, you don't know what I did with her last night, but yo, it's whatever. I mean, maybe it's me. Cause
We met, hey, bro, we met, oh my God. We met, okay, we bought a bottle, and we're in Patia. No, in Phuket. We went to one of these clubs in the Wall, in the red light district area, not the Walking City area. And there was a group of guys from Canada and London all together. It was about 10 of them. And we were talking to one of the guys, and they had one chick with them. And I spoke to the guys. He's like, yeah, we ran a train on this girl, like the one that's sitting there. But one of them ended up catching feelings.
Wow.
So they literally making fun of him because he's catching feelings. But they literally just ran a train. I'm like, huh?
No, I just said out of control.
I was like, wow. And he was something
pocket.
They were making fun of they were making fun of him. And he's all lovey-dovey. And then it's like, it's like, we don't understand. We're trying to tell him to let it go. It's like, he won't.
Yeah. That's a big thing over there. Like, especially in the red light districts, like a lot of these dudes start dating bar girls. And I'm like, how can you be dating a bar girl? Her job is literally just to
take
go
a
out there.
dude home and fuck him
Yeah.
to make money.
Yeah, and I just want to ask y'all as like men, like, how do y'all, like, how would y'all feel like, oh, you just think like if everybody could have your girl, or everybody has your girl? Like me, I can't do it. Maybe I'm petty or something, but like, I can't do that. I don't know how they be doing it. Maybe they more secure than me, but there's no way I can do that.
You know what? I think it's more of a scarcity mindset.
Unless you run into a virgin, your girl been with another dude. So the whole thing,
but that's
moving.
It's different though.
That's different though. That's different.
But the whole thing is moving forward from the time you meet her is when it matters, not what she did in the past.
Nah, I mean, look, okay, it's a difference when you don't know, and it's just like, okay, she had 5 boyfriends, whatever. But if you know someone that was like,
when they say they had 5, they had 20. Come on, they never.
Yeah,
gonna
No, no,
I mean,
no.
you could kind
I
of
think-
multiply and do all that, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
come on.
but-
Ronan, let me ask you this: a straight
This
question.
is-
Straight question. If you got a girl, you feeling her, whatever, and then like say your homie, like your right hand man comes to you like, oh damn, yo, damn, she a freak in
she's
bed.
cut.
She,
Ah.
exactly, bro, exactly. That's what we
it's
trying to
the
say.
thing. If I don't fuck with my homie's girlfriends, I wouldn't expect her, knowing that she slept with my homeboy, to sit there and push up on me. And if I find out, she's cut. She should have owned up to that shit. You get what I'm saying? That's already a lie. Right
Right.
off the top. That she
Well-
couldn't even own up to the fact that, oh, I know your homeboy. And then I would have told her straight up, you know my homeboy, you don't know me. And I would have left her alone.
Okay, this is my take on it. It's like, okay, I don't expect my girl to be a saint because I'm not a saint.
Yeah.
However, I don't want to know that she was out there in the streets. There's a
Yeah,
big
like-
difference. There's a difference. It's like she's
You wanna
known to
go
be.
into it. You want to go into it with the mystery of knowing instead of knowing.
Yeah.
Well, I
Let's
mean,
do ignorance.
there's a difference between someone working the
I'd rather
strip,
know.
working
I'd
the
rather
strip for the
know you
past 2
fucking
years
motherfucker.
versus someone who probably had 3, 4, 5 boyfriends. You know, she probably had a girls trip or whatever. Yeah, it's the difference. I mean, so to me, it's just like, okay, if I
Bro,
know,
I want to know because I don't want to be in the same room as another motherfucker that's already been with her, and she not fucking tell me, and I look like a fucking shithead. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Now, Ronan,
I'd
imagine
rather
like,
know than not know, and don't put me in the same room as some other motherfucker.
yeah,
but Patia, but come on, you're a Spanish child. That's all that is. You know, if you stay in the red light district,
But
you
I'm not,
in a city with everybody that been with your girl.
but I'm not fucking with them. Again,
Yeah.
I'm taking sand to the beach anyway. That's why I know I'm fucking safe as fuck. Cause ain't
I
nobody
mean-
been with her.
my thing is you can find some real, like I said, you can find some great quality women.
Right.
You just got to put in work. You can't go with the same watering holes that everybody else is going.
Oh, absolutely
You
not.
got to go out there and just like go to, like, again, let's use Thailand as a perfect example. Go to Chiang Rai. Go to the smaller cities, man, where they're not exposed to that stuff. It's what it is. You can't go to Pattaya and expect you're gonna find a wife. Can't go to Sosua expecting you're gonna find a wife. Can't go to Walking Street. I mean, not Walking Street, to the Wall City or Pacajeres or Copacabana.
Too much history in those cities. No,
Yeah, so it's just like you got to put in work, man. It's like that's why I find it funny when guys think that, you know, hey, you just show up and you're gonna find a good wife. It doesn't work that way. It takes time and effort, man.
Yeah.
If anything, you're gonna work twice as hard because it's not your culture, it's not your language, it's not your customs. You got to learn, and then you got to vet the person. Then it's
Then
gonna
you're
cost
not
you
gonna be
money.
there long enough.
Yeah,
That's another
yeah,
problem.
Yep.
long enough or frequent trips back and forth.
Mhm.
And the thing is, do you have the time? Time is money. Do you have the job where it allows you to actually work remotely or travel as frequent as possible? Like someone trying to have a relationship with someone in Thailand, that's 30 hours on a flight.
Yeah.
Brazil's 8 hours. So it's just like, you know, if you're going to Europe, that's 10 hours, 13 hours.
That's why you can't believe half of these dudes when they're saying they're going overseas to find a wife. No, you're not. You finding a short-term thing. Because if you were interested in finding a wife, you would have sold everything in the United States and went ahead and dedicated yourself to going over there and finding a wife and doing the digital nomad thing.
But then again, it goes back to what Bobby was saying. They hate the Matrix so much they need it.
Yep.
You hate the Matrix so much, you talk crap about the Matrix so much to the point where you will not survive without the Matrix. It is what it is. And trust me, each country have their own version of their Matrix.
Right.
Yeah. And that's why I'm like, I don't think like that's what I'm saying. These people must not talk to locals. Like I talk every country I go to, I make it a concerted effort to go talk to locals because I want to understand. Like I can do research, but I want to go to the horse's mouth and be like, yo, so yeah, like how things work around here. Just ask them questions so I can get more acquainted. Because like there's difference between having an idea and then actually going to the horse's mouth and like, oh yeah, nah, yo, these chicks wild, bro. You don't want to deal with these chicks here. You want to go here, or or yo, if you want to do a business here, you don't want to mess with this area because it got a lot of crime and all this. You should go over here. Like,
and here's the realest thing that a lot of guys don't want to hear. The guys that are traveling to these countries are dealing with the low barrel type.
Oh, bro,
where the local men don't even want to deal with them.
Exactly.
They are scraping, bro. I'm saying they scraping the bottom, son. Like they just get all that grit off of the bottom, son.
We call it gratin.
Oh yeah,
gratin.
And the whole thing is, the local dudes are looking at them like, you really think you got something right there?
Yeah, they laughing, man. They're laughing. It's like, you heard?
Yeah. Do you understand? Nobody wants her in the whole fucking town because we know who she is and what she does.
Man, like,
yeah, and then they just
think she's the prize, and they looking at you like, dude, what the fuck?
It's like, guys, again, you can find a good woman. I mean, I have several friends who are married to good women, but they had to put in work. They had to go where places most dudes did not go. You know, I mean, these countries are huge. People think, you know, these countries are small. They're huge. They're big. Like, I remember when I caught the flight to Chiang Mai, I had to catch a flight to Chiang Mai from Phuket, from Bangkok. Then the flight from Chiang Rai to Phuket, that was like almost 2 hours. So it's a lot bigger than what people think, man. But it's what it is, man. It's been over 2 hours, man. What is it? 3 hours? God damn.
28 minutes. What's your record? 3 hours and 35, 40?
Now I almost did 5 hours one time, man. But it got to the point where I stopped talking. Everybody else was talking. I'm like, okay. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end it, man. I guess we're going to close it out. Alex, want to close it out, and I have Bobby. Then I'll close it out from there.
All right. So since it's the last time we going for the passport,
the last time, man. So whatever you want to say, say it now.
So, like I said, passport bros, I believe, I encourage people to get their passports and travel, but at that point, the group that you're starting off with is with Training Wheels. As you grow, you learn, and you want to do better. But initially, most people find this group and they associate themselves with it. But as they grow in knowledge and understanding the proper way to move, then most of them will probably jump out of the passport bros anyway. Hint, a la, oh boy, the face of passport bro at the moment, Austin Holloman, just chose to want to jump out of claiming to be a passport bro. So there's levels to traveling. As you get more advanced, you don't want to be associated to the Training Wheel group. We're in the more advanced group. You're going to get knowledge from us. We're going to tell you to do your research. We might give you some input at the same time so you're not steered wrong, but at least you got to do your research. You're going to have people backing up what you think is possible, the right thing to do, not just the foolish thing to do. Other than that, Ace Live and Check in Effect, I subscribe to both of them. I prefer Ace Live more so. I understand Ace used to do the Mon Green thing where he highlights a lot of the women, but he changed his whole persona. And I believe as YouTubers and content creators, eventually you need to change your process. Everything's not going to work consistently over and over again. You got to change the type. As you grow, your audience is going to grow. So I think Ace did the right thing for him. Check's still being successful at the way he does his content. A lot of people love to follow Check because he goes into certain neighborhoods that the normal person wouldn't necessarily go in. But I like both of the brothers. I wish they will eventually work it out. I think between the two men, I think they're gentlemen enough to eventually get to a point where they might be able to talk it out more, maybe offline more so than online, and get a resolution. But nobody else needs to butt into it and try to hype the shit up to where it's a whole drama fed situation so that they can get their clicks and views over the drama. Other than that, I'm all for brothers traveling and getting knowledge and looking for business opportunities. All the other stuff is ancillary to that.
I agree. Hey, thanks, Alex, man. I'm gonna drop you off, man.
All right, brother.
All right, Bobby.
Yeah. As far as the Passport Bros, I feel as though number one, before you join any group, you should develop yourself and make sure you are where you need to be. It should not be, you should be able to live the same lifestyle that you live in another country as you do in America. I don't feel like you should just be on monk mode and all that. So we need, and also you need to just focus. Forget all the title thing. Focus on yourself. Build your own brand, and like let's flourish. So when we do a joint venture, we can improve and go further. As far as Ace and Check, come on, man. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
You'll say Ice in. Come on,
Yeah,
man. Come on, yo.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was a bad look, man, to see two Zoes go at it like that from Miami at that, from the same city.
Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't know Check was Haitian.
Yeah,
I knew Ace was. Oh,
I
you do?
knew.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
He
but
probably,
yeah.
he probably has some Spanish in him as well. But yeah, I kind of figured because he did a video while he was in DR and he was speaking Creole. I'm like, his Creole is good. So it's like, you don't learn. Most African Americans don't learn how to speak Creole. Don't. So unless you got someone, unless you were raised in a Haitian home. So it's like, yeah, he's one. He's probably a second generation type. But yeah, he's one. And plus he admitted it during the live.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I hate, like, yo. I'm proud of that. Like, see Haitians doing big things and all that.
Yeah.
Cause like from a small island, like, cause I grew up with Haitians. Like, I got I'm knit tight with Haitian. Like my Creole more pop bones. Like,
No,
so like
mine's bad. And probably Creole PT man. Just like
PT.
PT man, PT man.
Yeah, man. So I'm just happy for the brothers. Like, yo, cause I come in, let's get together. They do eventually. I feel like they'll get together.
Yeah, I think so too. I think eventually they're gonna meet up, man. It's just like it'll be stupid. It's money to be made if they come together.
Exactly, man. It's like, yeah, but yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, they can squash that. But yeah, Passport Bros. No, I'm gonna say Passport Bros. Black men, black people. Let's get our passports. Let's raise our standard on the world stage. Cause like a lot of countries look at us like oh, we don't have the best reputation. And I want to see like, yo, when we go to a country, I want people to be like, yes, yeah, African Americans here, British, whatever. I don't know what's the British term for it. Yeah,
Englishman.
Yeah, they just straight British. They don't add the African to it. Yeah, British men are here. British women are here. African American women are here. So we could all like have like that proud. Cause like I feel like always when I go to countries, I always feel like they look at it like, okay, some people look at it like, oh, black people, they gangsters, they hoodlums. I'm like, no, I'm not a rapper. Don't ask me that dumb shit. But yeah, I'm gonna drop down. I appreciate you having me on.
No problem. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. I really appreciate it, man.
Yeah, one day we gotta meet up in one of these countries, man.
Oh, we will, man. In due time.
But yeah, I'll drop down, man. I'll let you do your closing statements, huh?
All right, Bobby.
All right.
All right, man. It's been over 3 hours. This is my last official Passport Bro commentary. I said what I had to say. I wish you guys the best. I hope you guys clean up the mess that you guys made, but I, for one, would never, ever, ever be associated with you guys. I am Black Man Travels. Got some places where I'm going this year. And I just want to see you guys travel, man. Get your passport. I support that. Act accordingly. Do your research. And live your best life, man. Live smarter. And for Ace Live and Check, my two Haitian brothers from Miami-Dade County, I hope eventually you guys will come together and chop it up and apologize to each other. And understand that there's money to be made if you guys were to come together and collab. And wish you guys the best, man. You know, it is what it is. But to all my listeners and subscribers and followers. Hey, I appreciate the love. I truly, truly, truly appreciate the love. I'm heading out to Dominican Republic next week. I'll be out there for 3 weeks, and I'll be producing a lot of content. I'm getting all my gear ready, and I'm looking forward to having a great time and celebrating my 45th birthday, man. Yep, your boy's turning 45. With that being said, thank you for everything. I'm glad you guys took the time to listen to this podcast. And peace out, man. Enjoy your evening.